Dane.
Hello,
Hello.
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 I was setting up the stream.
Strimbus.
It's true.
It's not what you're doing, actually. You're playing Injustice 2 Legendary Edition.
Why does it say that?
I don't know. That's what I said you're doing on stream. I mean, on your, Discord.
Okay, I didn't know it told people. I think that's with um PSN being linked to some shit.
Oh, okay. That explains why you're always playing random games sometimes, even when you're, obviously not. It's just, something you have running.
I mean, I'd be worried if random shit was popping up when I'm back at uni because I don't have my PlayStation 5 at uni.
I just mean, it said you're on, Deep Rock Galactic, all day, even when, we were talking a bit. So I'm guessing you just have it running usually.
Oh yeah, I was doing other shit and I had Deep Rock like paused.
Mm-hmm.
But
How much longer? 6
10 minutes
minutes.
or 6 minuten.
Sax minutia.
No,
Where's Spoon? He was green earlier.
he's gay.
I was gonna say he could pop in too because he liked WoW as well, but he disappeared.
I don't know. I think he's been playing us.
Oh, he's been playing WoW.
Wait, what?
What?
No, I was making a joke that he'd been pretending to like WoW all this time.
I know, but he said he's been playing us, so I said he was playing WoW. That was my
Oh,
joke on your joke.
you do funny thing.
Sometimes I'm known to say things.
Well,
eh,
so I was gonna maybe get a, oh god, I was gonna maybe get a snack or something, but I think I'll
Go,
just.
go here, quick.
I don't know. I could just get like a biscuit or something.
Oh yeah, go get Ting real quick. Easy. Go.
I'm Injustice 2. It was on sale.
Okay, but if you don't go now, you're gonna
And
time.
okay, right. I'm gonna fucking speed force it, I guess.
You're an idiot. I love how you always bully me and call me brainless, but then you're the one I gotta do this stream. I don't want to miss this thing. And I want to go get some eat. But video games, I gotta play.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, it's over.
Cool.
The new update is just one fat ogre who just eats orcs. And they just stand in one line around the entire continent and just all take a step forward. He just eats them. Just goes all out.
It's like, oh no, these giant orc-eating ogres. They're wiping out the orc race. Please help. And then everyone else is like, nah.
Dude, that'd be such a good petty thing of they just get rid of orcs from Warcraft and in the worst way ever. It's as a big fuck you.
every other race is just watching, like it's just going on in the background as these fucking giant ogres eating the orcs.
I wonder,
And
you
so
think they'll add a new?
everyone's orc characters get deleted.
Oh, that's good. Do you think they'll add a new race?
It's been, I don't know, because
Pandas were the last ones, right? Or no, is it puppies?
um they added a lot of races in like Legion and Balthrazaroth, I think. So, but
What
like
races? Or
the
you mean like the
the
sub races?
well, there's like the allied races and the well, yeah, you're right. The sub races were added in Legion, I think, but yeah,
Okay.
the fat humans and the puppies were added in Battle for Azeroth.
I guess the puppies aren't really a sub race of anything else.
No,
They
they're
may
new
share like the goblin's frame, but
because they've got disproportionate long goblin arms.
oh, how much? All right, so how much you want to bet if there is a new race, it's gonna be wonky looking because there's no way they're gonna dare use a new
Okay,
skeleton frame.
what the thing because it's the saying it's going to be like a new like a dragon race, but the thing with the dragons is they can be whatever race they want to be, so they don't have to make anything new.
Oh, you think they'll be like the Worgen, where it's just like you're a human or something, and then you turn into a dragon?
Yeah,
That's probably what they'll be. Oh, that sucks.
it would. I would love a because
I like Dragonborn.
what I was gonna say, like, because there are like they call it draconids or some shit in Warcraft. Those do exist. If it was
Yo,
if it was basically a dragonborn race, that'd be sick.
oh, got a minute left about.
Yeah,
You
I'm hoping it'll just
reload.
start and I don't have to fucking don't have to like restart the thing and then like be desynced or some shit.
Yeah, I just reloaded the page, but still waiting. I wonder how long it'll be. I wonder if it'll be like just 2 minutes
I
just to
I'm
reveal, or it'll be
I
like a.
don't it might be a trailer and then someone talking about it, or it might just be a trailer.
I hate when there's like a 30 minute like beforehand thing. Some guy fatly sitting there, just going,
Hey,
mm, mm, mm.
you're gonna love this trailer that we're gonna show you in another hour. Get
We're
ready.
us at World of Warcraft company. We love making World of Warcraft.
Do you mean Blizzard?
No,
Oh,
this is guy
Warcraft and
fatly
Co.
sitting at a desk. As like he walks by and like there's an a poorly CG'd like orc walking in the background. Actually, I'd love that. Actually, that'd be good. On, I want like just like a dumb office tour thing,
Oh
but then just
shit.
like, oh, it's on.
Oh, okay. Now it's just a countdown.
Oh yeah, 10 minutes.
Or because it's starting at 5.
Why does it the premiere thing say? Oh, we're whatever. I guess you can play some Vibio or waiting.
I don't know what's pick. I don't know if fucking Injustice is picking up on my mic or what.
I don't hear it myself. It's and
Turn
I
it
got
down a
these
bit.
Pringles and they're like pizza flavored, but they're not like
Those sound
I don't
minging.
know. No, they're fine.
It's warm.
It is sunny. I went out today and I had my big jacket on. And I was like, I must not wear this. So I took it off because it was too hot.
I was also out today.
No, where'd you go?
I bought. Oh shit! It's things.
Oh, oh,
That's loud.
is mine muted? I don't hear anything.
That's
Oh,
super loud. Jeez.
10 minutes.
With that's fine. Okay, I think I have like I have a book that has all this art in it
Yeah.
because this is classic. This is like
What's your what's the time on your screen right now?
9:30.
30? Are you 10 seconds ahead of me?
You can maybe
Reload.
refresh it. I don't know.
I did. I'm still.
Oh fucking Anchorage. Oh, Kel'Thuzad! Naxxramas, bitch.
23,
The
22, 21.
Nah, I'm nearly hitting 9.
Yeah, so and I refreshed.
Well, sucks to suck. Is it showing art being like it's either gonna be Warcraft through the Ages? That's fucking Zangamash. Is it gonna be Warcraft through the Ages, or is it gonna be like remember? Oh, okay, that's totally what it's doing. It's going through the expansions because we're in Burning Crusade.
You know what? I wonder if because I've reloaded it, if it's like maybe because so many people are watching, it's making me a bit behind or something.
I've no idea. So it's gonna be weird
Oh
if I'm
wow,
gonna react to something earlier than you.
it's fine.
What? What the fuck is that? Is that I don't know if that's Kael'thas or just a random. Okay, that's Kael'thas. I think the other guy was just a fucking random blood
Lower
elf.
this a little bit. Oh, God, I always forget the Draenei people, the male Draenei, big stupid like
They're like
dwarf skull plates.
well they're like 3 times the size of the girls.
Whatever
This
the size, they
this
literally
Lich
look
King
like
art it kind of fucks actually. This is sick.
a lot of those art's actually kind of dope.
It's super good. Like Blizzard 10 in
Oh, I
What?
think they're doing like an order of expansion.
What? That's what I
The
said.
arts.
You deaf man.
No, dwarf.
I think that's Ice Crown Citadel.
Your spoon's online. Spoon,
Spoon, please.
please, you like game too.
Oh, the Helm of
We should-
Domination and Frostmourne.
Let me add Pandas. Maybe she wants to join us.
Oh. What if she's got a really bad voice?
Well, I just think she's got like a very fixed Swedish accent. It'd be funny.
Hörger.
Hello.
Willkommen. I don't know. Oh, I think that's Dalaran. Shit. I'm just pointing at things, being like, I know that. Maybe.
You clapped.
I fucking love Star Wars. They're doing it on the minute. At the 7-minute mark, it's Cataclysm. And that's when
See,
the
yeah,
Worgen and the
like,
Goblins got
I'm-
introduced.
I'm 10 seconds behind you. I wonder why.
Weird. Oh, look at Green Jesus. And Deathwing.
I'm looking at a goblin.
Goblin was about to chop that dude's head in. Oh, Gilneas. Oh,
I don't know. I only like that
Abel
one
just
one.
added me.
Did you?
Added.
Oh, Abel.
I don't know what that thing is. Oh, I think that's a dungeon or a raid. Oh, fucking Bane. I love that art of Bane. It's so good. Oh, the fucking shit ass little goblins. Ragnaros. I have it. Yeah, he's working. Oh, there was Worgen art I missed. Oh, dude, Pandaria.
Banda.
Dude, like, 'cause I've shown you, haven't I? Where I've been kind of going through it. It's like some of the areas are just gorgeous.
Damn, dude, I'm legit like 10, 15 seconds behind you. I've refreshed this stream like 5 times, so it ain't that. I think it's just literally...
Abel's flexing on money, and I just feel bad because I've got no money.
Your job is such good money.
He's got a new Pese. Miss Pandaria. Oh, it's a Stormstart Brewery, I think. I don't know what that is, but it looks sick. I wonder if there is an art book for... There must be an art book for Pandaria.
So funny looking like this art of these characters.
That
And
you
then
don't,
in
you
the
don't
game,
know
you're
who
just
they...
fat, like potato-headed.
True.
Oh. Well, like
Here's
you're
Draenor.
showing me like the Lily, like
Oh yeah,
in-game
Lily's
model.
like the Pandaran kid model is always...
He looks like a not Roblox. What's it called? That like Mega Blocks, like one of those like little.
yeah, they're very blocky.
Oh, this is that one evil, like gray orc thing.
Warlords of Draenor. I don't know how I feel about Warlords of Draenor because it's a bit. It's. I was very confused by it because it's
I ain't
like
got no hand.
fucking known cool guy Garrosh. He's like really butthurt about losing Pandaria basically because he's an asshole, and he like runs off
Because
to
he
the
wants it.
past, and then this is like an alternate
Oh,
timeline Draenor that didn't get
yeah.
exploded by
Okay.
Gul'dan.
When did this one come out? Because like, I feel like I remember like watching
2014. 2014.
I feel like I watched some like Yogcast streams about it back when it first popped off. Because this
I'm
is like the start. You're like it starts at like a ward, and you go through portals.
something like that, yeah. Oh, Legion. Oh, look, they did not linger on fucking Warlords of Draenor. Right into Legion.
Oh, I'm guessing they're giving like each one around a minute or so.
Some have been longer. Like they haven't all been given equal time. Even though I think Kata was like right on that 5 minute mark or some shit.
Is this that hoe Sylvanas?
I'm a kill that. They haven't shown her yet, and that's really weird because she's been in every expansion.
Maybe there's a reason.
Somebody's gonna be like, I think I bought Sylvanas's book, and I'm sick of her. I haven't read that much of it yet, to be fair. I haven't got the chat up, but I bet like on some expansions, people are just going boo, boo.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know how to close the chat.
There's a button at the near the bottom of it that's like hide chat or something.
Oh, I wonder if I do that. Let me see if I can like.
I want them
refresh.
to hold on Battle for Azeroth for all of like 10 seconds. Hey, Volpera.
Whoopsie.
Why is there a zombie monkey? I don't remember that. Oh, boo, Sylvanas! We hate Sylvanas.
Let me unhide chat. Let's see what people say.
Like, genuinely, I like... Oh, the tree. Is she gonna set it on fire?
Who's that
Yes.
blonde dipshit staring at Sylvanas?
And Anduin. He's the king.
His name should be Chadicus Cock Maximus.
He's like 18. Look at that
Okay.
big fucking wolf.
I can. I gotta wait. Tell you when I see
Jaina and some troll lady. Sylvanas
Alright,
again.
Now I see Wolf. So yeah, like 10 seconds. Holy.
Anduin again. Okay, dude, like,
Ew, look at that dude.
legit, it's a lot of Sylvanas. Legit, like, there was like a new like trailer or reveal for like an
do you
Overwatch
wanna?
character.
I know
What?
you don't want to, but do you wanna like reload your one to see if we can match our times?
No.
But you literally, it's not like you're. Whatever. Okay.
I need to know the like I'm gonna hold this
Yeah,
smugness
but we'll
of being
be
early.
like in time better.
Well, sucks to suck, doesn't it?
All right.
I'm sorry. 30 seconds though. I wanted
40.
to 30 seconds. I just wanted to because they had like a character reveal for Overwatch, and I was like, instead of watching that, I watched the Battle for Azeroth trailer, and I think my time was better spent doing that because that trailer kicks ass.
Mm-hmm.
The Mr. Pandaria one, where there's like an orc and a human fighting, and then the fucking kung fu master comes in and humbles them.
I ain't never seen.
Wait, do you... That's...
I can't believe.
Oh.
I can't believe they made a movie just to promote Mr. Pandaria. Rated T for teen.
There's nothing going on just yet. These are old cinematics. The in-game cutscenes really do not like hold up against the fucking.
Of course not.
Murloc. So the next chat. Why is it? Why is my thing in German? Stop that. I want them to show some of those old World of Warcraft. Like the dumb fucking ones, like with Ozzy Osbourne and Chuck Norris.
Starts now. I wonder
People.
how.
I'm John Haidt, General Manager for Warcraft, and with
I
me
wonder
today
how much
are
this
my
will
friends
bring, like,
Ian
the player base
Hazzikostas,
back.
who is the game director for World of
If
Warcraft,
it's good.
and Holly Longdale, who leads up the production team for WoW
I
Classic.
want to play more WoW Classic.
I really appreciate you tuning
Why does she
in.
look like J.K.
I know
Rowling?
We're really excited to be able to give you updates on what's happening.
I don't know why you're always
in World of
talking about
Warcraft.
J.K. Rowling
But
and her
first,
big
I want to
milkies.
thank our community for
You
all
love
the
her big
feedback you've
tits.
given us
This
this
guy,
year,
the guy in the middle
especially our
looks a
community
bit like
council
Lin-Manuel
members who
Miranda.
influence the updates that we've done recently and what you're going to see in the upcoming year.
Release it now.
Shadowlands in particular, the story of the last 9 months.
I haven't played the raid.
This
I don't care.
Is all about the community, and it's shaped by what we've been hearing from them, and us realizing as a team that we just collectively
wonder-
need to do a better job of making sure the community.
I
is
forgot,
heard.
like,
And so that
they're
led us
in
to
big
change
trouble
the
because their
name to
company's
915,
full of, like, rapist
but also
assholes.
really
So I wonder if, like,
re-examining
these are
some
the only
of
people they had left.
Yeah, this is all that's left on the
about
staff.
Things like character investment and mains versus
Aw,
mods,
look
or
at the
how
posters in the
construction
back.
work, or the appropriate role of friction in our systems. And I think 915 represented a step in the direction of letting players have more freedom to play World of Warcraft the way they want to play.
I don't know what was
And we
significant
really
in that
built our
patch.
Eternity's End content update from the ground up.
And there's
around those
some of the
principles.
people in the chat are
What some of the
bullying these
things
people.
that the community said that influenced
I'm not
their
gonna
decisions
disagree with
for
that.
Eternity's End?
Things like
Because I mean, this is the most like, oh yeah, you know, we hear you, and you know, we're listening to your feedback. You know, we value it.
What was that one famous clip of going, people want Classic, they think they want Classic, but they
Oh
don't.
yeah, but then they came out with Classic, and people like it.
Because people were doing it anyways. Right?
Yeah, it's like it's they're sometimes really tone deaf to what the community wants.
Continue to help guide and support us as Classic evolves.
World of Warcraft is all
Well, that's the point of Classic. It shouldn't evolve. If it's the version of the game people liked.
And we are in a lot of ways curators and caretakers of that journey and of that experience. And so once this Classic community formed and grew, we had to listen to them.
It's this tide of listening to the community and paying attention to what is a good experience for our players now. And where we really
Plus-
It does
change
does
in this
do wonder.
idea
It's like,
is
are
with
they
our
playing
system
the
mapping
game?
around
That's
to the
that's an
season
Exodus
of
layer.
Warcraft.
And then cuts to
Initially, we
Ragnaros.
were talking about it like it was going to be
It's like, are they
a
playing the game? It's like I'm just.
experiment in a season, it'll be about
It's like,
a
who are they
year long.
listening to?
And
You
then when the
know,
community
like.
found out about it, we started seeing this upswell.
They're
The team just took that idea.
the people who are in charge of the company who tell them what to do, and then they have to just do that. So even though they know players want something, they're just doing what their job is.
That's fair. You're right.
I mean, that's the reality. It's like they're given
They-
like
they-
a guideline
yeah,
what they're supposed to do,
They have to listen
And
to
they
their
just-
bosses. So
and they're just doing it. And then they have to come up with excuses when people ask them about why didn't you do this thing. It's like,
And it continues,
oh, because
like Burning
the
Crusade
big ups
Classic,
told us not to.
We wanted to balance the Paladin seals between Horde and Alliance, so we made an addition there. We wouldn't have gotten there.
People are
without
spamming
the
like a
community's
clown emote in the
input.
chat.
oh god.
Influence the community. You've got another update and pretty significant.
I'm not gonna look because I don't want to. I'm just gonna keep the images.
Cross-faction play coming in 925.
Hey, here we go.
Public test ROM now.
They're showing stuff finally.
The cross faction stuff.
17-year tradition.
Yeah, it's something. It was not.
Cross faction's the only thing they had. Literally that. And one dragon mount.
That was people. It's like a new expansion bingo. It's like, yeah, there's gonna be a new dragon mount in the store.
Such an earnestly held desire, and still feel like we're being true to the roots of the game.
You stop being true to the like classic is so different than the current like version of the game. It's like at some point they just kind of like went in a different
It's really
direction.
important for me. I play a lot of alts.
Oh, yeah.
I love absorbing the story for each race and
Okay,
having
I
that
like
ability to play with all of my friends across factions is fantastic.
this. The lady gets it because I'm doing the exact same thing.
It's not against the alliance. It's not death to the alliance. It's about pride in one's faction, and I think there's a way to preserve that and even strengthen.
Because I mean, like I play a Pandaren. Like I'm true neutral. I don't like. I like both sides. I'm not a ride or die with each one. So
I'm seeing a lot of my friends
Yeah,
I
but
never knew
that's a
had
part of
excellent
why
character
some
in
people
any
like the
other
game is because it's
faction
like
suddenly come out of the woodwork.
because I mean,
teams,
like
tribes, like-
yeah, I totally get that because like guilds were so important in the early game because you couldn't do a lot of shit alone, so you had like it kind of forced you to be social.
Yeah, that's one reason I didn't like playing it.
Because you didn't have anyone to play with.
No, I did. I just didn't. Well, the friends I played with were like proper players, so they would like go do stuff and like not
You
die all
would,
the time.
you would, obviously like you being you, you're way more casual.
Really cool stuff.
Yeah, so I just like I like what you did, like just running around and exploring.
Yeah.
Not really paying much attention.
It's like I only want to do like I'd want to do raids for like the story and loot, I guess, you know.
I play it the same way people play Skyrim.
Just wander around.
Yeah, just do shit. Just wander around, stumble into a quest, and then kill.
Don't
things.
say space. Don't say space.
This has been kind of the foundation of much of the lore.
Okay, back to Azeroth is a good start because I really didn't like the afterlife shit. Oh, cinematic. I'll shut up.
Yeah, you can say whatever, dude. I'm just waiting.
That's what I mean. Like, if I
It's fine. It's your stream. You pop off.
10,000 years ago. Aw, mommy. Dragon mommy.
Let me see this MILF.
No, it's just her voice.
Let me hear this MILF.
Oh, it's the Titans.
We entrust our ancestral home to you.
Voice actor sounds familiar, but rock idiots.
There is lore that I didn't know about, but yeah.
Oh, my rock cock. Oh.
The dwarves in Warcraft used to be rock people.
Aww.
A lot of other races too.
Dwarf.
In the waking of the land,
Oh, I go to sleep now.
you must light the beacon of Tearhold, lest the path home be lost to us
It's so much.
forever.
I'm turning it up a bit now, so. What should not be called Dragonflight? No. Oh, I think I've skipped back a little bit now because I'd changed the quality.
What are you seeing?
Mossy man waking
Okay,
up.
we're at the same time now.
Okay. You got what you wanted.
Well, that way we can react together.
True.
Psycho. I wonder if you play the rock people.
Oh, his face is fucked.
I'd like to play a rock person.
I would not.
But they're like statues.
That's your taste. I like
Honestly,
how
the
these guys look like Roman, you know, like Greek
Well, yeah,
statues
that's
or
what I mean.
something.
And the fact they're like giving them like their own little focus, I think they might be like a race.
Oh, they're at least gonna have a significance. These are
Yeah,
these are
probably.
like who the gods made to watch over Azeroth, basically. Oh, his face is gone.
Oh no, someone stole it.
Got smashed.
Look at this Hercules looking dude.
Hercules. He looks like General Zod,
A little bit.
like from Man of Steel.
Fucking Forge.
Michael Shannon, whatever his name is.
Yeah. The thing.
I want the name drop to have nothing to. Oh,
Oh
like
no!
dead. I want the name drop to have nothing to do with this.
Oh, you just like the name will just be like Pandaris Part 2.
Yeah. I like how he moves. Like they actually thought about it. My watch is over now.
Wait, no.
Oh no.
Psych, actually.
This hero.
Look at this baby climbing. Oh no! Okay.
His rock fingers are crumbling.
Dingus.
To be fair, like just falling asleep for 10,000 years isn't really safe, so.
I mean, if you're a rock, it might be.
But all of it, like I don't like the other ones just fell apart due to like wear and tear. Like that just happened naturally. Nobody came and smashed them.
He's protagonist.
He's important. He's gonna break.
Yeah.
But he's gonna
I
be
like
a
that if
chat.
he's not important. He's just like he's the guy who did this, and he's
Okay,
gone
but
to-
what's to bet he's gonna
Oh.
shatter? Poor guy.
probably, but maybe not.
But
Oh,
what's the
wait.
best he's gonna get a fucking quest line in the expansion though?
If he shatters, oh,
Oh! Dragon Mommy saves the day.
Shrek 4's
See,
looking great.
the dragons coming to steal the credit.
They're stealing the men. They want them. You are mine now.
They need that rock hard Johnson.
The world is healing.
After the fucking disaster that was Shadowlands, it's finally nature is
yet
returning.
uncertain.
So I wonder what the setting's gonna be.
Watch it not be this, like, these floating islands. Unless we've been here before, I really don't know.
Azeroth's protectors once again.
Did the Dragonflight... Oh,
New age of
okay, I think after, like, Cataclysm or some shit, the dragons, like, lost their immortality or something.
Alright,
There you go, Dragonflight.
I see.
So I don't know what the Dragonflight have really been up to, because I've been playing old shit. There you go. Dragons.
This is so cool.
No one saw it coming.
No one saw it coming.
Fuck off.
Carefully kept secret.
Oh,
But
okay, they're making a joke.
seriously, I mean,
Oh yeah.
what did we just see there?
The awakening of the Dragon Isles.
Okay, that's, yeah,
the
new zone.
return of dragons.
The Dragon
The
Isles.
dawn of a new age.
So I guess like
We've
the
seen
rock people be
Rathian
the
searching
NPCs there.
for his father's legacy, searching for the Dragon Isles. There's a reason why he hasn't been able to find them until now.
Because...
Beacon going
'cause it
off.
wasn't
Is
me.
that
Oh,
summoning
okay,
the
so it'll be
dragons?
It is removing the
That'll be the
concealment that had
linking
hidden the Dragon Isles from the world, but also
So the
beckoning
Titan, or the
dragons
Watchers
back
have...
urgently in a time of need.
Of,
I've
yeah,
seen
they've been like, you know, we need the
pretty good
dragons back.
variety of locales within the Dragon Isles. It's
Yes, the Dragon Isles, as kind
Oh,
of
that's
standard,
interesting.
I'd
for expansion,
imagine-
consist of
Oh,
5 zones,
goat.
4 standard leveling zones, and a new starter zone that we'll get to in a
Ooh,
second.
starter
Can you
zone.
talk a little bit about how the team found ways
There might
to
be,
thread
like,
the
zones
dragon
dedicated to
aspects
each, like,
throughout the
Dragonflight,
environments?
so...
The Dragon Isles are a
Patch
place that
2.0
is
someone's like-
lush and primal, bursting with elemental energy.
These are pretty.
As
These are, like,
Azeroth
nice
himself
looking.
reawakens, those primal forces are expressed throughout the environment, whether it's magma activity, volcanic
Magma.
activity, whether it's the icy wastes of
Cold.
the Azure Span.
I like the
And each
the
one of those
cold
has
bit.
a connection to a dragon.
risk.
That looks like a
we've seen
different
before.
game. That looks
And it's gonna be an
nice,
amazing
like with
place
the
for players to arrive
last
at
bit.
and explore.
all right. You know I'm going to ask.
Yes. Okay. So.
Can I be a dragon?
Let's start getting into some features here and what Dragonflight
I
means
want-
for you as well as just a place.
He wants to be a
So
dragon.
first off, yes, we have an all-new
There you
playable
go.
race,
Okay.
the Drakthir race.
the Drakthir.
This is a
Okay.
Oh, the
draconic
fucking
race.
the Dragonborn.
Dragons in Warcraft have the ability to take
No,
on
they're not.
a
They have
humanoid
tails,
form.
idiot.
What classes can they be?
They have
Oh,
unique
classes.
abilities as literally a dragon.
Yeah, boogie
that
person.
doesn't quite fit any of
Do they
our
have a-
existing
so-
classes.
okay,
And
what's
so
this gonna
what we're
be?
doing is this is not just a new race, but it's also a new class. You know, adding a new race to World of Warcraft, and not just an allied race, is something that we don't do lightly. But telling this
You
expansion
added
of the
like a
story
bunch
so
of
focused
fucking
around dragons
races like
felt
not
like
long
the
ago.
perfect time for it. So if you were a Drakthir, you will be the Evoker class.
Evoker.
Drakthir can only be Evokers. Evokers can only be Drakthir.
That's kind of
The
lame.
reason why only a Drakthir could be an Evoker is that an Evoker is really combining the ability to
Like new
call
class,
upon the magic
cool,
of the different
but like
aspects
have
with
like the new
unique
race
physical
only being
gifts
able to
that
be
a
that
Drakthir
class is a
has,
bit.
the ability to actually take flight and do an Onyxia-style strafing deep breath over the
Okay.
battlefield.
That's
go
cool,
out
though.
the other
So-
side,
I
knock
get
everyone
it. That
back
they've
with a
built
wing
the
buffet,
race around the
and then
class.
unlock
Yes.
your magical abilities.
Yes,
It's like I
please.
get it, but it's like you know, it's
The
like
Evoker
you'd
has
want a
2
bit.
specializations. They're a hybrid.
Well, you want to be able to
either
play
ranged
it without
DPS
doing
or
that.
healer. And they wear male armor. We figured, you know, with the new hero classes
Male
classes
armor?
we've added over the years, we
Yeah,
have
like,
enough melee, we
chainmail.
don't need more of those.
Oh, okay.
And also probably don't need any more leather wearers.
The
That's true.
raid leaders are going to love you for that.
Exactly. This is definitely a hero class. And so that means that, you know, like the Death Knights before them or Demon Hunters, they will be starting level 58. And then they're going to have a new starter zone. So they're going to have a slightly different journey into the Dragon Isles as opposed to the rest of us that are sailing there from other parts of Azeroth.
Can you talk a little bit about the customizations? Like what is going to be able to identify?
Because they were looking
my
pretty
Drakthir
similar,
character?
but like but
Basically
different.
anything and
they're
everything.
different
You know,
colours.
skin
Oh.
color, hair color,
Okay.
jewelry, tattoos.
You can
ornaments,
look at
you can make
oh my
inspired
god, they are
Okay.
fucking
expression
Final
of your
Fantasy
identity
characters.
in Azeroth.
Okay, okay.
New zone.
Can you only
humanoid
be? Can they only be
class,
human form?
race. Well, tell us
No,
about
you just
some
saw
of
the
the
dragon
system
versions.
updates.
Yeah.
But no, I
So,
mean
of
like
course, the new
you could be
expansion
dragon
was
Oh,
and
like an
human.
actual
new
dragon?
systems, new features.
No,
I think in
whatever.
recent expansions, one of the things we've tended to do
Yeah, dragon
is
heads.
really have these
Yeah,
deep
but no, I mean
features
it's because it
that
looked
were
like
closely
the
tied to a
Worgen, you know,
specific
you can switch
expansion that would
between.
then get left
It looks like
behind.
you can be
Oh,
like
I see.
the dragon and the
only
human.
humanoid,
Loud and clear
probably.
from players that it's kind of a bummer to start off every new expansion by leaving a large part of your character behind, by leaving a large part of your progression behind.
I don't really
So
mind
this
that.
time around, what we're doing is really pouring all of our energy into permanent revamps, overhauls, and improvements to World of
Lady's
Warcraft's
fat
core
face.
systems.
That's
Things
a
like
that's
our progression systems.
that's probably a
in this
good
case,
sign
our
because
talent system,
the thing of
something we want
with
to
playing
completely
like
revamp.
leveling
We wanna
characters,
take a look at,
it's
are you
almost
blind? We wanna
like
take a look
the
at
thing I've
professions.
found
So
is
with
that
talent
with the
revamp
level
and
squish,
the
it's
arrival
almost
of Classic,
like
did
you're
you
almost
learn
leveling
anything
up too
about how our
fast.
talents work?
Where it's like
I think
when
seeing
you
a new
Yeah,
generation
I
of
played with
players
you and I got
play
like 10
with those
levels in like
talents and work
30
through those
minutes.
talent
Yeah.
trees really underscored some of
But
the
I
things
mean that
that
makes sense for like
completely
early
lost
levels,
when
but it's
we
like
shifted
Oh,
even
really
like
though? Imagine like
secondary
leveling
style
10
talents
levels
and
in
beyond.
Skyrim in 30
A big
minutes.
piece of that was
That would
some
be
of just the
nuts,
granularity,
like-
the feeling of getting a level and spending a point to customize your character to make yourself a bit better in some specific way.
Okay, that's good.
But also, that sense of hybridity that you could have. That's something that
Ooh.
we've largely lost. And so the new talent system
Yes!
avoids directly pitting
Why?
I
why-
missed
power
this.
throughut
I actually
choices
well
directly
when I
against those
found out
rate
this is how
utility
classic
hybrid
worked,
choices,
and
because we
then
know
like
that there's always a
comparing
right
that
outcome
to
there. But we also
the new
understand
system, I
that,
was like really
there's a lot of
bummed
strength in the
I
flexibility
don't
of the
know
modern
what
talent
it is.
system to let
because
players
so
customize their
so
talents
you
for a
would have a
particular
spec
encounter or
tree
for
in
dungeons
classic
versus PvP, and we don't
Yeah.
lose
instead
any
of choosing a
So, John,
specialization.
UI?
No, I
Oh my
remember the
God.
spectrum. I just don't know what it like.
Yes, I got this 30-inch monitor.
I don't
trying to
remember
keep
how it
track
worked.
of where I am on
It's
the
just
map,
you would
all
just
my buffs,
choose
and,
what
oh,
to
over
put,
here,
like
what's
how
going on in
what to
chat.
level, I
It
guess.
has literally made my eyes go like
Okay.
this.
Yep,
So
you're not alone in that. We've made a lot of incremental changes and additions over the years, but really this is a revamp. This is an overhaul.
That's
And
good,
so
because
we're
it feels like
excited to really
Shadowlands didn't
modernize the look and
change
feel
I wanna
and
that
play a
stay
rock
true to
man.
the origins of World of Warcraft.
Get a mod,
You know,
I
at
don't
the
know.
same time, we're not looking to take away the.
What if one of
I'll
the
play it
what if
for
one of the
organization
what if
there,
one of
talents are still
the
there if you want
what if
them,
one of the fucking
but we
dragons
want a
look
much
really
better
rocky,
default
like one of the
out-of-the-box experience
the black
for all
dragons or
players,
something.
new and old alike.
and can I reduce elements, remove elements if I want to explore the world and
I don't
see
wanna
the
play it.
beauty of Azeroth?
Ooh.
When it comes to
Cool.
specific
Oh, you can
elements,
change
as
your
much as
interface?
possible, we wanna let
Yeah,
players
which is
choose
stuff
what to
that
show and
I mean that's been a
hide
long
so
time
that
coming because
they can control it
people would
themselves.
just be making
mentioned
mods to do that
professions.
anyway.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
have a
my
critical
friend
question
did that,
about this.
or had one of those.
Can I
back
wear a
in the day.
chef's hat?
Yeah, I knew it.
Chef's hat.
Our approach to professions in Dragonflight is really all about delivering on fantasy and identity as a crafter. And so, if you want to be a serious blacksmith,
It's a
you wanna
fucking
be a great
kobold
leather
hat.
worker, we want to deliver the ability to
What is
invest
this?
time and energy.
You
into that,
already fucking
become a
invest a
master
shit ton of
crafter, be
time
able to make
into
items that are
your
in
fucking
demand,
profession. It's a
interact with the
slog.
community.
I hate it.
I don't get what they're-
Pieces that we
I
wanna
don't get what
do
they're talking
to
about. What are
support
you
that
on
in the new
about?
work order system
Professions.
that have a
So-
bit more convenience than just spamming trade chat all day. But if you
The-
are someone, you're not yourself a blacksmith, but you have a bunch of mats and you want them forged into a great sword, you can put that work order up.
That's
list your
kind of
mats,
neat.
offer
Like
a
you can get like
commission,
get
and
someone to
a skilled
commission.
blacksmith
Missions.
can come along
Yeah.
and make you the weapon of your dreams.
I think we left out one thing though. You can be a Drakthir, go to Dragon Isles. Can I have a dragon?
What's the fantasy
don't
of
want a
dragons if not soaring over the lands?
Dragon.
And so we're really excited
Look at that
to
spin.
introduce a feature that we're calling dragon riding.
That's sick.
It's dynamic with everything from momentum to
Why
dive
aren't you all
bombs,
freaking out
the
over it?
ability
Like, you
to,
already
just
have dragons
build
to
that
ride on.
speed up and feel the world rushing past
But
you
it's but
in a way
this
that
this
seems
looks
It's like a
exciting
Spyro
than
box you can
traditional
get with
flight
Brian
that might have been
Spyro.
available in the past. But it's
yeah,
also
there's one
available
thing like
for
no, I get
players
you
through a
because you can have like a
customizable
dragon mount, obviously, but
right from the start.
this looks
So,
like this looks
This
like a
is
new
skill
thing, you know,
learn
like
over
it's
time,
different.
right, to become an awesome dragon rider.
Yes, you'll be able to sort of upgrade aspects of your flight, but
Okay,
you will have
that's
this new
neat.
form of flight from the start. And the Dragon Companion that you have is, of course, very thoroughly customizable,
Aw.
which is a new,
I want-
a new thing
I don't
for
want-
mounts.
I want
This is
I want one
not
that has
just
arms.
a
I don't like
generic
the
dragon
armless
that everyone
dragons.
has, but
There
a
you
drake
go.
that is
Well,
yours.
Yeah.
close
What do you want
enough.
its scales to look like, horns, the shape of its head,
That's neat,
other
though.
Flying
attachments,
chicken
armor
idiot.
pieces, and
At least
more.
like
Take
the
it.
art style
This is
looks
so
like
cool.
decent. decent in
So yes, the
not
Dragonflight
the fucking
expansion is going to
the
see
absolute
players
mess of
leveling to
styles
70,
that
going to
fucking
the all-new
Shadowlands
continent
was.
of the Dragon Isles, which consists of 5 zones, 4 standard leveling zones, and a new
And see,
starter
that
zone for our Drakthir
one of those
class,
zones
as
looks
well as a
like
range of systems
Northrend,
revamps,
like, you know, where you
such
go
as
for
a
Wrath
new
of the Lich
talent
King.
system, an overhaul and update to our UI, and an entirely fresh look at professions with more depth.
I want to buy it now. I will totally
Also
buy it
getting
now. I
around
don't
the
give a
Dragon
fuck.
Isles is going to come in the form of dragon riding, which lets you customize and upgrade.
What's the
your
bet
own
that the
mount so
fucking
that
the
you
dragon
can fly,
riding
in a
is
sense,
that
from the
okay?
start.
That dragon was cool
And of
looking,
course,
but
as
what's
we
the
continue
bet
the
you can only do
expansion,
the
we
dragon
have
riding
new
in
set
the
of
Dragon
dungeons,
Isles
a
though?
raid, and much more to come.
We
Which,
also have
because
an
that
alpha
might not
we'll
be terrible,
starting
because
up
if you're
in-
spending a lot
in
of time
the
there,
future.
so.
Check out our website for more information.
I will
and
say,
keep an
yeah,
eye out
the
for those
leaks were
opt-in
real.
signups
Ugh.
if you want to help us test out Dragonflight and give us even more feedback to make it better.
We do have a deep dive that follows this, so please stay around. Classic players, we haven't forgotten about you.
Well,
You could probably guess where we're going to go next.
yeah, there's been
One
talks
of the
about.
all-time favorite
yeah.
expansions for World of Warcraft. Let's watch the cinematic.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
You've all wanted it. Finally. Orcs.
It's Wrath of the Lich King Classic.
What, in classic mode, I guess?
Did you think we had
Tyrion. Say, it's been. I think Blizzard have been sending out. We're not king yet. They'd been sending out like surveys, being like, "Hey, would you be interested in Wrath of the Lich King Classic?" And it's like, yeah.
My son, the day you were born, the very forests.
Yo,
of
who's
Lordaeron
talking there?
whispered the name
It's the king. I think it's Tony
know,
J.
I was say that voice is like,
Arthas.
Lich King, baby.
oh my goodness, it's a fucking.
Wow, who's this guy? I've never seen him before. He looks
When
cool.
My days have come to an end.
I don't have a mega blocks of him.
You do though, actually.
I know, that's the joke.
Shall be king.
King.
I haven't actually seen the original Lich King trailer. That is neat. That's really cool. That's like, ah, yes, my son, you'll one day be king, but he didn't know that he would one day be the most evil king ever.
It's just incredible, isn't it? Every time I see the cinematic, I get
Just laughing,
chills.
picturing
No,
like-
pun
No
intended,
pun
I
in-
do
oh,
live
fuck's
in
sake, I was gonna
Texas. As
say.
you saw, Wrath of the Lich King Classic is coming this year.
I'll play that. I don't
Brings
give a
back
shit.
So many memories.
Yeah,
When
but
you
like
see
then
that
next year they
cinematic,
release
what
the
do
next
you remember from Wrath of the Lich
expansion
King?
classic
Anytime you want to
until they
talk
get to the
about
modern
undead
one.
frozen
Well,
dragons,
I'm
how
hoping
can you
they'll
not go back
stop
to
at
Syndragosa
Wrath of the
as
Lich
the
King.
source? That was the first expansion.
Because
I
that
played with
was
my
like
youngest
after
son.
that people
So
stopped giving a
I can
shit
remember
because it was like
on
downhill
that
from there.
platform, black goo and chunks of
Black
ice falling
goo.
off and having.
Like,
to repeat
I would
that
like
battle
when
with the
Classic
Lich
was
King when we
announced, like, and
finally
then
laid down.
like Burning Crusade,
Such
like
an
Classic.
incredible moment.
It's
He
like, are
jumped
they
up
just
out
gonna
of his
keep
room
like?
and I jumped up out of my office,
Are they just gonna
like,
eventually
"Yeah,
catch
I
up
did it."
with retail?
So
Like,
it's
I
a
don't
very
know.
lasting tale for me.
So as you know, with this expansion, you will in pre-patch be able to play the Death Knight.
Yay.
They will start at level
That
55.
Mullins chick.
You don't have to have a high level character to make a Death Knight, so everyone will be able to make one.
This is
We're
the
excited
like the
to give
Howling
players
Ford
some
music.
time before Wrath officially launches to get geared up and ready to jump into Northrend with everybody else.
There are so many
legit
zones
love
and areas to
Wrath of the Lich
explore
King.
in
Like the
Northrend, and
the
I want us
Northrend
to
area
talk
is
about
amazing.
Some of our favorites. So for me, Grizzly Hills has a very special place in my heart. The music was some of the best I've experienced in World of Warcraft.
And I'm like a
I
loser
still
who's like
make my
coming
way
into a
all the
lot
way
of
up to
this like
Stormpeaks to try and
like
find the
starting a
time
couple
lost
years
Prodrig,
ago.
and
Like,
have yet to get
I don't have the
Gotta say
nostalgia.
Dragonflight. The wide open nature of the zone, Wormrest Temple in the center of it, it's an unforgettable expansion as both a developer and a player, and kind of making that transition from one to the other.
Now let's talk about some changes. So
Uh-oh.
one thing we looked at is Dungeon Finder.
We're going
and it
to-
feels
we're going
like
to
how we
change
envision
everything.
Classic, Dungeon Finder is not a good fit for our
To play
community.
illegal,
That
we're gonna have to
was kind
chop
of the
your
first
cock
step
off.
that may have eroded some of that social fabric. Now, as people have gone through the experience of going back to vanilla,
yeah,
building those
vanilla
groups,
players
relying on
don't
each
like
other,
dungeon
not
finders.
wanting necessarily a
Vanilla.
random participant just to show up and then leave.
How did it
Yeah,
used
that
to
makes
work?
total sense.
You
But
you
today,
literally had to go
you can
find
do that
people.
in Shadowlands.
You had
You'll
to
be
do it
able
with
to
your
in
friends.
Dragonflight. It's a self-selected group of people who
Yeah,
specifically
that's
want
what my friend
that
would
different
literally do.
experience.
Yes.
Let's make sure that's what we continue to give them.
That
I'm fine
leads
playing
right
retail
into
because I mean like
arena
nobody else
team
is playing with
brings
me,
in
so I'm
Classic.
good like
So
getting
we'd listen
randos
the
to do a
community
dungeon.
and we'd remove that.
Well, it's like,
because
yeah,
individual
like,
rating
some people
is
can't.
preferable and a better experience for
Yeah.
them than arena teams. Also, with Wrath of the Lich King, Barbershop, which allows you to customize. your character.
Yay!
We're going to be adding a few more options that were not existing when Wrath launched.
Yeah, cool.
But also there's another side of this where we are not going to charge a real money fee. It was
Yay.
a paid character customization fee, right?
Yeah.
It seems the right thing to do that just be available
Why are people
in-game
bitching
for
about
gold, and we
Dungeon
add more
Finder?
options to
You
it,
just
right?
not do it.
It's sort of like spell batching in a sense.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
it's
technical
that's what I mean. It's like
advancements,
you
and it's not
can.
about the philosophy
I mean, you
of
still have to
what
do that
makes
with.
classic
There's not
classic, what
like.
brings people together. It's just
It's
what's the
like
better
typically you'd
experience,
want to do
and
that
let's not
anyway. You know, like just
artificially
do it with people you
restrict
want to play with.
something that we can provide a better version
I just mean
of
like
just for
you,
the sake
you,
of
yeah, you,
nostalgia.
you go get
No,
your
I totally,
guild
I get
party.
you. It's like don't like just don't like.
Wrath, the level
Don't
cap
bitch about an
will
option that
increase to
isn't for
level
you.
80,
It's like
so
being
we'll be
mad that
introducing
like
a level
subtitles are
70
an
boost
option
so
in
that
a game.
players who want to get in with
It's like
their
how
There are
dare.
people that get mad about that.
I know, and it's stupid because it's the it's an
Yeah,
option.
just These fat fucking guzzling idiots getting mad about like Dungeon Finder makes sense actually. We're literally talking about World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, no,
And
people
as
are
we
like really
continue
ride or die
this
for this shit.
road to Wrath, we're gonna be
Sylvanas
looking
makes
to
me so
getting a
mad.
lot more feedback on
At
beta,
least
and we'll make
Dustin
changes as we
wasn't
need to.
like a
Such
complete
Dustin's fine.
thing
It's
asshole.
to be
like
playing World
that,
of
like,
Warcraft. We have the
fanaticism.
return
Oh yeah,
of
no,
Wrath
it
of the
was, but
King
like now,
for
like
classic
actually
fans,
playing
and
World of Warcraft, like
taking
I
us
get
somewhere
it
new
because
with Dragonflight.
Sylvanas is a
We're so
fucking war
excited to be
criminal.
able to bring these adventures to you. Don't forget, there's a deep dive on Dragonflight where you're going to get a lot more information. Thank you so much for spending this time with us, and we'll see
Take
you
your
in
maul
Azeroth.
off your cheek.
And we'll see you in Northrend.
And in the Dragon Isles.
Okay, I'm thumbs up so far. I'm fine with this.
You watching the deep dive?
Hi there.
Sure, why
Welcome
not?
to the Dragonflight Deep
Depends
Dive.
how long
I'm
this is
Steve
gonna
Knudsen.
be.
And I'm Taryn Gregory. Starting it off here, we're going to talk about the setting and the story of Dragonflight.
We've got this great expansion,
Well, I wanna- I
exciting
mean, yeah,
pre-rendered
being fair, I
trailer
wanna
that
know more,
everyone just
so.
watched. So let's talk about the setting for Dragonflight, the Dragon Isles.
Dragon Isles have been known for a long time in Warcraft history as a mysterious place where the dragons came
Why does
from
everybody
long
in their
ago, but we
company
never
look
knew much
so
more than that.
We're going to this place
Very
that
much
is
like someone
They
who
all
just
look like
went-
World of
homelands
Warcraft
of all
players.
the Dragonflights, the place where they
Yes.
rested, where they built their civilization. The Dragon Isles
You're
was
they're either
the center
skinny
of the
or a bit
Dragon's
chubby,
kingdom when
and
the
they've always got
world was
glasses.
young and the mortal races
Always
were
glasses.
just starting
I'm
to form
balding.
kingdoms of their own. But when the Legion
I guess
invaded
probably because like
for
most
that
of them are,
War of the
like,
Ancients,
They
that
might have
been
suddenly
around,
resulted
you know,
from
like, been
the
recently for a
explosion
bit,
of
yeah.
the Well of Eternity.
I think this guy on the
Literal
left, I
world.
think he was, I
Literal
think he
sundering
worked on the
continents
original
of
Burning
Azeroth.
Crusade. So
And because of the breaking of the world, that magic kind of drained away and the land went dormant. So they had to leave the Dragon Isles behind. And as we saw in the pre-render, they left behind some
No.
Titan Watchers
The
to
Rockmen.
My
look
rock
over
boys.
the land. And when someday they hoped that elemental energy would resurge once again and draw the dragons home and reestablish
I guess
their kingdom.
And that's when
so.
the message
Maybe I
goes
shouldn't
out
give him
to the
shit for
flights,
not
and they
waking up
feel it
sooner
in their
because
bones.
maybe they
Now
could
it's
just
the
couldn't.
time for the sky to light up with the colors of the aspects once again, and for Alex Straza and the others to come home. But
The
land has
others 'cause he
changed a
doesn't know
lot
what their
in all
names
these
are.
thousands of years they've been away, and some very old threats have awakened as well.
We're
Oh,
looking into the culture of dragons as they exist in Warcraft.
please don't
Dragons,
mention
as we know them
Shadowlands.
Today were very different in the early past, the early history of Azeroth. They
proto-dragons.
were much more primitive, much more savage. What we now know as proto-dragons.
And then some of the dragons were empowered to become the aspects. The
Yeah,
green
they
flight,
literally,
red
like, they were
flight,
chosen
blue
by the
flight,
fucking
bronze
gods to be
flight,
sick-ass
black flight, Each
badasses.
with unique powers, each with the ability to protect the world
Except
in different ways.
fucking,
These pillars of draconic
the
power
Deathwing,
appointed
he
to
got fucked.
defend Azeroth from threats within and without.
Dragons used that power both for good in the case of
Garbage.
most of the aspects,
Man,
but
people are
also
so
for nefarious reasons in the case
What'd
of
they say?
the black dragonflights
Some people
led
just
by
belly
Neltharion who
aching
would
about.
become Deathwing.
I don't
And
know.
what we will
Just
find
scrolling
in
through
I don't
my
even.
website.
I don't see
some of
like
these
the issue
ancient
of what
divisions
it's like.
run deep.
Maybe they're
They're
just
just
mad
not
at.
getting what they want.
Well, that's
They
what
just
I was
want
just about to
something.
say. It's like it's
This
not
is
what they
an
want. It's like
opportunity
what
to
do they
reclaim their
want?
legacy, to be
No matter
the
what,
protectors,
no
as the
matter
cinematic
what they
mentioned,
do,
that they
like
once were.
there's going to
To
be
do that,
some
they're
people
going to
who are
need the
going to
help
be
of our heroes, our players,
shitting
to
and
come
farting
to the
in
Dragon
anger.
Isles with them and
You have
face some
to
of these
consider,
reawakening
like,
challenges, because
people who are
it's not
playing
just
WoW,
that
there's
this
people like
land is
you who jumped
peacefully
in
waiting
recently,
for
and
the
then there's
dragons
the
to
psychos who've
return
been
and
playing
reclaim
for
it.
literally
There's
20
those
years
old
and still
enemies
play.
that
And it's
have
the
awakened
people. It's the
as well.
people
like
who
they're
I
like
One of those
job.
being a race
yeah,
of kind
and
of
it's like so
elemental
ingrained in their
half-giants, the
life. You know, they like
The
grew up
Dragon
with it.
Isles isn't just populated by
Whoa.
dragons
Ooh,
or
people.
just by the
Who's
Jarden.
that
There's
guy?
also many
don't know.
other occupants here in the Dragon Isles that have
Elephant.
been here either
Oh,
just recently
look 'em.
or for a while.
Spiky
including
elephant.
A fan favorite
The
coming back,
Tuskar.
the Tuskar.
That's
Fucking
awesome.
walruses.
We've got other
Look at
cultures
them.
there as well.
They were in
Dragon
they were in
Isles. We're
Wrath
gonna
of Lich
find
King.
out out about a civilization of centaurs
Oh,
that predates
no.
the ones that arose on
Centaurs?
Kalimdor
Not
later.
centaurs.
Some of our favorite characters that we've seen over the last few expansions, such as Rathian.
And whether he's ready to step up
Oh, look
into
at that
a
ice
leadership
dwarf.
role,
Well,
or
yeah, I
if
think
there are
that's
other
fucking
alternatives out
Magni.
there that
He got
would
like
be better
turned into
suited
diamonds.
to the job of being
Oh, I
the
love
aspect
him.
of the Black Dragonfly.
I think
Dragon.
one thing the
Oh, that guy's a dragon.
players are
Yes.
going to be really excited
Well,
about
could
this
you not tell?
expansion is the new playable race.
I mean, he did
the
look
Drakthir.
very
That's right.
Evil.
This is something that Neltharion,
evil,
before
just
he was
like-
Deathwing, before
He
he
had
went
glowing red
full
eyes.
crazy world dragon.
Well, he just
that
looked
he
like a
put into motion.
Spanish
Neltharion
actor.
saw those
True.
Compared to, like, the rest of the
primalists that
humanoids.
were kind of breaking away from the aspects and what they wanted. And so, in those first experiments,
Sablemane.
he
I
took
don't know what that
the
is.
essence of dragons, their strength, their nobility, their wisdom, and he combined it with that scrappiness, that adaptability that the mortal races had, and he wanted to use that to create
I don't get why they do
the
these like
ideal
fake
soldier
conversations.
in his mind, the
Or
dragon.
even trying to pretend it's not
Exploration is
scripted.
really one of the key themes of this expansion. We're going to be going to this ancient place that the dragons left behind long ago. So we've made these huge zones with all
I wonder
kinds
what
of
the
places
like
to
in the
delve
kind of the more
into and
dragon
find treasures
form
and
of
little
these
secrets
things.
tucked away.
Are
It's
they,
gonna be a
are they
lot of
gonna?
fun for
They
players
don't
to
look.
be
I
exploring
haven't
this landscape.
been able to tell the
And there's
difference if
so
one's
much
a male or female.
architectural history and how
I
clearly
haven't. Yeah, I
aspirational
haven't.
was the kingdom of the dragons and how
Are they not
They
gonna
do
have
like a
huge
big zoom
tits?
in.
much and the
If
things
they
of
don't
trying
have
to
huge
return
tits,
to
how I
that,
know
to
what's
try
a
to
boy or a
find
girl?
your legacy.
If it's an
to
if
try
it's
to
like
figure out who you
turn
were
around.
before everything went awry, but there's questions. You know,
It's like,
thematic questions of
It's,
what
if,
does it
if
mean
it's
to be
like
true
really
to your
good
legacy?
customization
Are we going
options
to
for them, like you
repeat
can
the
really
mistakes of
change the kind of
past?
body
The
type, that'd be
dragons
cool.
have had to learn those lessons, just
D-
like the
just
mortals
a-
have
Cool,
to.
but
ha-
I doubt they'll
have
do
a-
that.
I think
have
that's one
a-
of the
I don't
reasons
think so
why
either, but we'll
the
see.
dragons see this now as the
I
I do
time
think they'll
what-
probably
that they
have
have
tits
to
though, because
return,
that would
and they
mean
have to
like
step up
making
once again
unisex
as
armor
protectors
just for
of
them.
Azeroth.
They,
We're
that
helping the
seems like more work
dragons
than they're
because
willing
the
to do.
dragons have helped us in the past too.
This-
So by using
Ew.
the
These old
Explorers
models,
League and
they're
the
like so
Reliquary
crusty.
together, that allows us to delve into some of that history.
And when I look,
Nozdorn.
Well, that's
you
the
know,
one
upon the
bearded elf in the
Dragon
world.
Isles and all of its
But I was gonna
visual
like, what
splendor,
if
I
in the
get
character
so
customization
excited
there's like a
for the
tick box
prospect of
that's like
truly
tits on or
Azerothian
off?
adventure alongside Calicos, along with Rathian, Ebonhorn, with Ysera's daughter Marithra, as each one of them is
Yeah,
trying to
throughout
find
Warcraft,
their
a
own
lot of
flight.
the original leaders
I
of the
am
aspects have
taken
fucking died.
by the
So
exploration and the potential for adventure
and
just
one of
new
the leaders of
horizons within this
the
world.
There's going
flights
to be
was
old stories
like the
from that
main bad
time
guy for an
past,
expansion.
that history
So
that only the dragons knew
and
for the
literally,
longest
like, tore
time.
the world
We're gonna be able
asunder.
to explore that.
It really feels like just a breath of fresh air.
So now we're going to turn things over to some of our colleagues who will take you on that deep dive into the locations and the features of Dragonflight.
cool.
Okay.
I'll read the Kotaku article about the
Hello, I'm
Slayer.
Stephanie.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jackie.
And I'm
What's
Garrett.
wrong with your
We're
face?
part of the teams that are
Frank
building
of
the
Oliver
first two
farces.
zones that you'll encounter in the Dragon Isles. The
That
Waking
Where's
Shores.
that one
that
with
white
the
guy that in toward the left,
very
he's got
first
this
zone
guy's got the
in
most
Dragonflight
forgettable
you're gonna
face
come
ever.
to is the Waking
He looks like
Shores.
It's
wild,
Will Wheaton. He
untamed
already
land.
looks like a knockoff
It's
Will
waking
Wheaton.
up around you
He
too,
looks
and
like
the elements are
fucking
just
Peter
going
Baelish
crazy.
or some shit.
The art team again has hit it out of the park.
Well, he looks like
You'll see
Peter
like
Baelish.
a lava mountain flowing in through the beach. Giant
Why does the
proto-dragons
guy on the
swooping
right
down,
look like Rob
gobbling up
Schneider?
members of your expedition.
We have such rife opportunities
He looks
to
like
show
Rob Snyder.
elementals
Oh.
rising up because of the crazy magic that's flying around.
The one thing
These
I love
areas
is just
look
how
nice.
you get to the Dragon Isles, right? So you're gonna get on your boat in Stormwind or Orgrimmar.
And you
Whoa,
should
it's
cutting to
You're
their
what is this,
sail
sails.
between, like, the
2006?
Dragon ruin architectures. The boats come right alongside each other. You can jump from one boat to the other and just start causing havoc on the other faction's boat.
Oh,
For
good
those who
fuck.
love PvP, this is a
That's
great
fun.
opportunity for war mode.
It's free for all out there. It's gonna be great.
Right on the
But
heels
it's
of
okay.
cross
There's an
faction
innkeeper
play.
on the beach, so that if you're in that situation and you don't want to be in war mode anymore, you can just hop out right there.
The Reliquary and the Explorers League are working together.
The Horde and Alliance are
The
sending
ex-
an
I think the
expedition
Explorers
together.
League
It's
is
not
that,
the
like,
military, it's not the
Hemet
soldiers.
nesting
This
wary
is the
guy who just loves
scientists,
killing
the
animals.
settlers exploring this new land. So it's a lot more optimistic tone.
One of my
Good,
favorite things
because
about the Waking Shores
Shadowlands was a
is
fucking
the Red
downer.
Dragonflight, led by Queen Alexstrasza, the Lifebinder.
Cool.
They have the mandate of nurturing and protecting all life, which means Horde and Alliance, Gorloks, trolls, everybody. So they
Why
take that
do-
duty
why-
seriously.
what's wrong with
When
trolls
the Horde
specifically?
and Alliance come to the Waking Shores, they want to be there to help guide the people through the new land and welcome them. But
He
they're
looks
not
like he
the
has
only one
he
in
has
the
no
Waking
idea what
Shores.
she's on about.
We have the ancestral home of the Black Dragon
He's
Flight
an
there
actor
too,
they hired to
which
like
is
pretend to
pulling on
work
tough
there.
times since Deathwing's descent.
Yeah,
And so
we're like who
Rathian's
who are
coming over to the
our
Isles
most
with us,
attractive
and he's going to
actors,
try and come to terms with
I
what
just
it
love
is
that,
at
like,
Dragonflight, which is a
There's
few loyal
like there's only
Dragonids
5
and
people
Dragon
left in
Spawn
the
trying to
company after all
hold their
the
ground.
True.
firings,
What can the
all the
future of the
criminal
Dragonflight be
activity.
if it's
we
just
need
Rathian?
2 guys and 2
Because
girls,
it's
and
not
these are the
just
only
like
2
the
that I
knockoff
got.
Laura
coming back
Bailey.
to the Dragon Isles, but
Laura
also
Bailey.
their longtime rival, the Jarden.
Look at her.
I
She
love
looks
the
like
Jarden
she's
so
got the same
much.
cute
They're
face, but like not as
half-giants
cute.
that wield the
Who
power
is?
of magma, and when the Waking Shores
Magma.
and the Dragon Isles went to slumber, they also slumbered. They're back now, and they are ready
Well, that's
to raise
convenient.
chaos.
We've got something to
Yeah, they're
fight.
massive. They're riding giant lava mammoths, parading around,
Cool.
just stomping on your face.
And they were
talk about
the
stomping,
enemies
you weirdo.
of the
Yeah,
Dragonflight
true.
for so long.
Like,
they
he was
fought
way too
against
into
the
that.
Red Dragonflight, hunted dragons down, and they're really taking this
Just really
opportunity
get
to
stomped.
rise up.
I love
As
being
the Red
stomped.
Dragonflight have the mandate of nurturing life, they don't want to just
lurking
stomp
down
out
and-
the Jarden completely, but
stop
they want to
saying
make sure that they don't have the power to affect those around them negatively, to make sure they don't go on a rampage and destroy the ecosystem that has been created here.
And so those are awesome things in the Waking Shore, but Steph, there really is only one right answer for the best thing in Waking Shores, right?
What?
This is true. Ducks.
Fucking
We
docs.
finally have those webbed feet hooligans in our game. We cracked the technology. We got them.
Figure
Why do they
out
look like that?
why.
You should be proud.
Thank you.
I like the baby
It's
one.
gonna be awesome.
The Onaran Plains come right after the Waking Shores. It's so breathtaking at first glance.
The Onaran plains are big, wide open plains. And the player is
What
going
if the
to be
game,
constricted
like,
a little bit.
it's like
and then you
instead of
see
like
this
going
big
into this
contrast
area,
of
it
the
just
zone.
like
We
you
don't
just
always get
when
that
you load in,
opportunity,
it says
that
it just
cinematic
shows you that
moment where
concept
the
art.
player
And that's
can
it.
have a framed view when they see this area.
You're just in
Come
like
out and you got
like
that
a room that has
postcard
like a
shot
one
of
wall
the
that's just
plains,
like
and
like
then
a
you see this
green
giant
screen.
fire
Yeah,
proto
it's just a
dragon
picture. It's
breathing
like,
fire,
yeah,
and
there you go.
a herd of centaurs
You just stare at it.
harpoon down the proto dragon and crash into the ground. And the first thing you get
I
to
was
do
really
is go
hoping
help
they
them
would
kill the
just
proto
kind of
dragon.
forget
Like, how cool
centaurs
is that?
existed and
Who
remove
is
them from the
Onara?
game.
Onara is the wild
It's your
god
big
of the
lore
wind.
behind
She's
centaurs?
appeared before
Centaurs
as, like,
are a
this
fucking
big
abomination,
spirit
and they're also
eagle. She's
kind
the one
of
who
like
guided
racist. So
the centaur to the Dragon Isles many
Why are
years
they
ago.
racist?
She
because they're
blessed them,
based
took their
on
caravan
Mongolians,
across,
and
then
the
showed
lore
them
behind the
plains.
centaurs is that they're a fucking
Fun
bastard,
at the
awful
beginning of
race,
this
and they also
expansion was
smell.
exploring the culture of the centaur.
The centaur are these mighty, awesome hunters.
Don't
that
call them
back when they
awesome, they're
first
fucking
came to
losers.
The Dragon Isles, they fought the green dragons all day long. Eventually, they realized that we're strong, you're strong. Maybe we should stop decimating each other's people.
Give me Knowles.
We'll make
Wish they'd
peace. We'll
stop
make an
smiling.
agreement. You guys hang out in the grove.
Stop
and the centaur
enjoying
will hang out
yourselves. You work
in
at
the
Blizzard.
plains. But now the dragons have been gone for
Well,
10,000
just like
years.
you're doing like
and
the
the
holding
centaur
of
have come
smiles.
so
It's
far since
creepy.
then.
True.
And they've been here, and they've been existing and
Literally,
developing their
like I would,
culture.
I
They
would
all came
like
over as
if
one
it was
clan
Knowles
led
instead of
by the
centaurs, I'd
mighty
fucking
Farouk
like
and Tira, and
scream.
They founded a new life here. So if you want to get across, you have to follow their rules and their traditions.
I
You
like
have to
that.
earn their trust. You are the first outsiders to come in generations upon generations.
Because I don't know how
The
people, I don't know
centaur
how,
might rule
I
the
know
open
literally the
plains,
only
but
bad
the
thing I've
green
heard about
dragons
Mr.
make their
Pandaria
home
is
in the
literally like, oh, it's
groves.
bad,
And those
I hate, it
groves
it
are
sucks,
absolutely
I don't
gorgeous.
know, I haven't heard
And
anyone
how
say
great
why
a
it's
job
bad,
it is that we
but
have,
I
can
really
take all of
like
this
how
beautiful
in
artwork
Pandaria,
and
like,
build these beautiful
there's this
fantasy
narrative that
groves,
you,
high
like, because
fantasy.
it's what it is,
We
it's
wanna
like,
do lots of things
the
with an
Alliance and
open
Horde
plain,
are
and we
essentially
wanna be
invading
creative with
Pandaria,
that.
and
But
then the
we're
locals are like, what the
restraining
fuck, get
ourselves
out,
by
which is like,
letting the
yeah, they
zone
would
sing,
be,
letting
because,
the
like, these
horizon
randos are
tell
bringing
the
their
story.
war here.
We certainly couldn't have done that in Vanilla WoW.
Definitely not. The zones are so big, and you can see so far, especially in Onaran Plains.
This will not
so
run
we
on my
talked to the
laptop,
engineers,
guaranteed.
and we actually increased that distance.
It spurs you on to want to adventure and look
Didn't we
through the
play
zone
when
and
you were at
explore everything.
college?
The interesting thing for me is we have
s-
all these conflicts
depends on
with
the area. Like, some of the
dragonflights.
later
There's
areas
missing
really chug my
dragons, There's
laptop a bit.
battles. There's so much crazy stuff happening, but that's not really.
I
all
think
we're
because
doing.
that starting
There's so
area is
much
really
extra
small, so it
fun
didn't
activities
really,
for
it's
people
not
to
that
do.
it doesn't
And the
have a
greatest
massive
thing is
impact
that
on
you need to
on
figure
my
out
shitty
exactly what's
laptop.
going on and help solve all the problems that are just sprouting up everywhere.
We're just really
It feels
excited
like- it
to
feels
tell
like
a
they're
story
showing the
that's
same
grounded in
shots of
Azeroth
these
and
environments
exploration.
now.
There's so much
Yeah.
more to talk about. But now now we're gonna have some folks talking
I'm
about
sure there might be
the
different
next
shots,
two
but it's like they look
zones
the same,
that players
so.
are gonna experience in the Dragon Isles.
More people. Azerspan
Azerspan.
Thaldrazzus.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kate.
Three
I'm
girls
Chrissy.
this
I'm
time.
Kate.
Wow.
I'm Sean. We're going to talk today about that.
I have a shit hat.
Azerspan. So Azerspan is going to be the third zone that players adventure through,
That looks
and it's
cool.
one of our biggest zones that
That
we've
looks
done.
cool.
in the Dragonflight, maybe even to date.
We knew it was going to be like the largest visual elevation change.
She looks
and
like a
it really
sim
started
I'd
with
make.
this great concept art.
She's got a very
When we
defined
first were taking a look
jawline.
at the design,
Good for her.
we kept coming back to one of our favorite Wrath zones, which was Grizzly Hills.
Good.
And we
Take
really
inspiration
wanted
from the
to
good
take
shit
that, but
instead of
wowify
trying
it
to
more.
like
And I don't know
make
if you've ever
something
been up to the Bay
new and
Area,
garbage.
But in the morning, that coastal fog
It's like,
comes
oh, but it's
in
different
and
though.
dips
It's like,
down into
no.
the redwoods,
Shut
and
up.
that sun shines through. That's really what we wanted to
That looks
encapsulate
nice.
with this forest. And not only we have redwoods, we've got all different types of trees.
We did so much tree
Eventually,
research,
it'll
you guys,
break
you don't
open
even
into this
know.
wide open tundra that's just golden and
Come
red,
back.
That
and
looks
you'll
nice.
reach up to another level of elevation
I
where
don't
you
know
can
what
see the
those things
snow.
are.
The
That's
majority
a
of the
wizard.
zone is
It
covered
was
in
just a
snow
wizard
and
hanging
ice.
about.
We have giant frozen waterfalls, ice rivers as far as the eye can see.
Oh, those
Sean, I
water
know in the
elemental.
forest we can expect our first creatures.
We have a small group
Yes!
there called the Gnolls. These gnolls are all throughout the forest and Azure Span. They've made this their home. Some gnolls with
Look at
special
'em!
magic that we're going to find out what exactly that's about. Snow
Little
gnolls.
idiots.
Yeah!
We call them the Snolls.
Why's he
The
got like a
Snolls.
Crash
In the
Bandicoot
winter
face?
area, and some regular gnolls that are just going to be around the
Regular
forest area. So
gnoll,
then we go into
regular
the big
gnoll.
open tundra where we
To be, the
meet
Knoll
our second
model
group,
has been
the Tuskar.
needing an update.
It's going to be really neat
forever,
to explore
'cause
their
it's
culture a
the,
lot
it's
more.
the,
Those kids are
it's-
adorable.
it-
I absolutely love the Tuskar. Honestly, all my downtime
the
is probably to me hanging
the
out with
Knoll
Tuskar.
model is fucking
So
like
it's been a little
nearing
while
20
since we've
years
seen
old.
them. We remember the Tuskar from Wrath of the Lich King.
They're
Also
alright.
getting a
I
nice
like
cool
them.
upres for their models, along with expanding their culture. So
Good,
there are
cool.
going to be male Tuskar, female Tuskar,
Aw.
Tuskar kids. So we're gonna.
Why does
fight
the why do the
alongside
baby
them, which
Tuskar look like
includes
Murlocs?
From a certain group of dragons,
We
the
use
blue
this
dragons.
Billy.
The
We're
blue
gonna follow
dragons.
the story of Kalagos, our blue dragon buddy from the Kirin Tor, and he's
Magic.
going to be adventuring into Sindragos' archives. It's
Ooh.
a giant zone. There's a lot of surprises. When we're done there, we head over
I know
to
who Sindragos
Valdraz's.
is.
Valdraz's. It's really incredible because you will be going through some of the previous zones and seeing a lot of ruins for the dragon buildings. But when you get to Valdraz's, everything is perfectly intact. It's
Is it?
beautiful. It's pristine.
That looks nice,
It
actually.
is the seat of power for all 5 dragon flights.
I don't know, like
That
and
is flying
home
around.
of the dragons.
Look at him.
It feels
I
that
like
way with
it.
the
That reminds me
huge
of like the
vertical
dark
mountains.
elf,
We've got these
the
great
night elf
cave
area.
systems where you may end up finding little dragon hordes.
Just purple
My favorite
forest.
dragon flight
Like,
right now
it's
is
cool.
the bronze. They've got a really cool area in Valdrazis, and their magic is time. There's so many cool story hooks.
They already
that we
have
could
the Caverns
dig
of
into
Time.
There. There's so many cool gameplay options, and we have a little bit of an adventure for players. It's gonna be a
Shut
lot
up,
of fun.
I like how I like
We really
the-
wanted it
that
to feel
nodding
like their
that
old
like game
stomping
devs
grounds.
do. It's like,
One of
yeah,
the
you're gonna
really
love
cool
it,
features
you know.
is going to be the main city and player hub for this expansion, Valdrakken.
She does look a
It
bit
is
like
a
Laura
culmination
Bailey.
of all of the dragon's efforts
talking about
to
a
put
different
together
person.
what a city would look like.
So we
Women
ended
are
up
different
having
people,
a
maybe.
bunch of really fun small vignettes where you see
Oh,
that
yeah, it
the
was
Blue
that with the-
Dragonflight
yeah,
is
sorry.
hosting a public library, and the
Library.
Red
Does
and
look
Green
a bit like your
Dragonflights
dog, yeah.
both have their own separate gardens. We'll
I-
also
I-
have
who am I thinking?
some
I'm thinking of,
convenient
like,
services for players, including an
Azula's
auction house
voice
in the city.
actress,
Which will be
like-
really nice if
Oh,
you're looking for more
Cat.
exotic wares.
No, isn't it like
Denise.
Grey
The thing that
Delisle or
really sold
something?
me on
Grey
Valdrazis
Delisle, I think.
was the
'Cause I
initial
think she has a
concept
haircut
art we
like
got
that.
of Tierhold.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And this is a 10,000-year-old Titan technological marvel.
10,000.
Tierhold has these
10,000
awesome aqueducts that
years.
actually come out from the structure
It's like
all the
Greece
way to
or
the city
Rome.
across the valley. And in the cinematic,
guys
there's
remember
just this
Rome?
amazing shot where you see Alexstrasza swoop under one of them. And there's
What if the fucking
splashes
rock
of
dude just
water
like puked
cresting across
because
her
from the
wing.
fucking flight?
So when players are flying around,
'Cause she's,
themselves,
like,
you
just
can
doing all
have
these spins and
Alexstrasza
shit.
moment. What an incredible place and filled with so much history.
Tierhold was built by Tyr. He was a Titan Keeper back in the day who helped the
Scrummus.
Aspects fight Galakrond. And when they settled on the Dragon
Galakrond.
Isles, he built this facility.
Uh,
and even though Tyr's
Tyr-
gone, the dragons have held him in
Tyr,
reverence. But that was 10,000
like,
years
basically
ago.
paladins
and
worship
they've
Tyr,
let the
like,
Titans
the
maintain
original
place. An
paladin.
incredible amount of history
Because they
has
were called the
happened
Knights of the
since
Silver
then.
Hand,
Flights
and
have been
Tyr had a
nearly
silver
wiped out.
hand.
There have been invasions,
Doesn't
betrayals.
Helm have like a
aspects have
hand symbol on
died.
his thing?
And these are the
Probably,
kind of
I
things
think
that
so.
leave marks on a
Oh,
society.
come on, Dustin.
So now
Yeah,
they're all
like
back
Warcraft
here, and they're
loves
all here
ripping off
together.
D&D.
As we were designing the zone and the city itself, we're trying to figure out, how do we tell those
What is this
stories
room
at the same time
for?
as making sure that this is a really convenient place for players
Filming?
to go and go
I
shopping.
g- it
is
must
what
be,
they
right?
tend to do. So much adventuring happening on the Dragon Isles.
It's so
This
cool.
looks like
As a
somebody
player,
like hosts
you
a
probably
D&D
don't have
podcast
your
here.
own dragon wings,
dragons, you are going
it
to
looks
learn
like a rented
the art
like
of
office
dragon
space or something.
riding.
It's
Yeah,
so
maybe,
vertical.
actually.
I'm just excited to like dive
Or
off
maybe
the
it's
tops
like
of towers
a
and
converted
swoop
room.
underneath.
I'm
Yeah,
excited to
now-
jump off a
Things
building
that we're
and
about
die
to learn about
finally.
next.
So say it might have been Dracov.
Okay.
I'm Jake. I'm
So
Andy.
the new class.
I'm Graham, and I'm really excited.
I don't
to
like
talk to
that
you guys
guy's head
today
shape.
About the Dracthyr Evoker, our new race.
Why
and
does that guy
class
on the
coming
right
to
look like
Dragonflight.
Henry
We're here
Cavill's
to
older
talk
brother?
about not only the Evoker, but also
That's Henry
dragon
Cavill when
riding,
he's, like,
which is
before he
our
powers
exciting
up.
expression into the exploration.
This
of
guy,
the
that guy
Dragonlance.
looks
We
like
knew
a
with
guy they
dragon-themed
hired, like as an
expansion,
actor.
We wanted to let you play a dragon. Not a big
His name's
dragon,
Burger.
Alex Straz's size. That'd be tough to fit into raids.
pretty
I'm
good.
sorry, Jake. I know. But a draconic humanoid. So the Dracthyr created
What
by
were they
And
bullying?
like our other hero classes, you get to choose if you want to start on the Horde or Alliance side on character creation.
Oh, okay. I
So
didn't
let's
even
talk a little
think
bit
about that.
The Evoker, the class they can be. What's unique about it is
The thing is,
because
everyone's going to
Dracthyr
be
are
playing the same
created by
character,
an
like
aspect.
when
They
this
have
drops,
the ability
though.
to wield the magic of all 5
Maybe
dragon
not.
fights. So Evokers
Maybe
Well,
they
no,
did not
because
break
everyone's gonna
And to show
most
that,
people
we
are gonna
created
want
a
to play the
visual, what we
new
call a
class and
prismatic
I know
race,
that,
right?
but
This
like there might
prismatic
be
effect
enough
is
like
basically the
uniqueness
coalescence
to like
of all their
how the
energies as they channel
class
it into
But I mean,
whatever
like
spell
level
that they're
1,
going to
you know what I
cast.
mean?
You have a red magic
Mhm.
spell called
Well-
Fire. So when you shoot it out of your mouth, it twirls in the air with all 5 of the dragonflight's magic as it turns into the red spell before
It looks
landing on
cool.
your enemies and exploding and hopefully burning them. And
I'll take that one. Getting that vibe across that they use all 5 was really important to us.
That is
but We
neat.
did want to make
That
sure
is
that each
neat, like,
specialization
using, like, all
focused
the
on 2, 'cause
elements.
Casting 5 different colors gets a bit messy. So their damage dealer specialization, their first of 2, Devastation, mostly focuses on red and blue magic. Red being
Did they
very
have fall
fast and explosive,
specializations?
burning everything with pyre. Whereas blue
Well,
is
it's
more
only one
focused
class.
and overwhelming.
Assumedly they're
You
gonna
can
give
shoot a
them a
beam
little
of
bit more
energy out of your
normal.
mouth to disintegrate one
Yeah,
because
because if
There's
this
a
race
healer
can only
spec
play this
called
one class, they
Preservation.
want it.
The
They
healer spec is
don't
gonna
like
focus
as I was
mostly
saying,
on
it's
your
like they
green and your bronze
like
magic.
and
So
you
your
said
green
it's
is
like
gonna
they
be evocative of the
they
Emerald
want
Dream,
to
your growth and
they
your
want to
nurturing
like
spells.
make sure not every
And then you
character
have
is
your
the
bronze
fucking
magic,
same.
which is
So
going to be more timey
Dude, I
wimey.
get like
So you
I
get
do
to
get like
heal a wound faster.
making it one
So in
specific
addition to
class
the visuals and
because
animation,
it's
which will
all
make you
focused
feel
on
very
the
powerful,
uniqueness of
we really
flying
wanted
and
the
stuff.
player
Like,
to have a physical connection
Couldn't-
to the cast.
couldn't
We
do
have a new type
more
of
than
spell
one.
called Empower.
I was gonna
where
say like
when you actually hold down the button
couldn't
on
wouldn't
your
like a
keyboard,
night
it
elf
charges
or
up the
like a
spell. The longer you
troll
charge
or
it up, it
something
might do
be
more
good for
damage
this?
or hit more targets depending on the spell. But it gives you this really
Or at least, like-
physical connection and control.
Because
It's
like
new for World
like I was
of
saying
Warcraft, and
before,
I
it's
think
like
feeling
their
really,
alternate
really good.
form seems to
have
just
some
be
great
human.
animations.
Like
Thank
literally
you, Andy.
let
Love it, Andy.
let us
feel
choose what their
physical when you're
what their
casting
like
your spells.
humanoid
You can
form
actually
is.
fly around the battlefield and cast while you're flying.
Raining
The flying
fire
shit
and
is
death
cool.
from above. It's great.
In addition to the gameplay, though, another part of
I think
feeling
Pandus
draconic
will like
is
this because
looking
she
like a
seems to
dragon.
like
We
dragons.
talk about dragons breathing fire, but you know what's actually fire?
What's actually
These
fire?
customizations.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
But no,
please,
they're really, really good.
please tell me.
Because you have both your draconic form and
Aw.
your humanoid form. And the customization options for both of them are amazing.
They're very good.
What about color? Just tell me you
tell
can
us about the
change
colors.
The colors.
You can do a lot of matching.
They
So
look-
your
the
visage form,
humanoid
you
ones
have
just look
scales
like
that are
Final
the same
Fantasy
color
characters.
as your Dracthyr form.
But my favorite, super favorite part of customization for the visage form, hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
way to
Because I can
fucking
actually do this in game.
stab my heart.
Tech is here.
We finally did it.
As
The hair
players
looks nice,
make their
I
way
guess.
through each of the areas of the Dragon Isles,
That last
they'll
one looked a
partner
bit
up
rough.
with the Dragonflights to move through the air as they've never done before. You'll
So are
notice
the
that
Dracthyr are the Dracthyr gonna have their own
because
dragon?
flight
Like that's
has a
gonna
very
be weird.
specific meaning for World
yeah,
of
we saw
Warcraft.
earlier.
And
There's
we're
like
talking
riding
about
on one.
something new
Right, fair enough.
called
I didn't notice.
dragon riding.
And as the players are honing their dragon riding skills, they're going to get to see all new animations that go along with the different look and feel of the drakes.
We're aiming
could hear,
to
like,
shake up
the
movement
ability
with this new
activate
system,
button.
providing players with a deeper immersion with forces like momentum and gravity.
We knew that for Dragonflight, we were going to have the opportunity to show players a whole new set of Dragon Isle drakes, completely unique from all the other things they've seen in World of Warcraft. And
Dragons.
so we wanted to come up with a movement system that would add that sense of physics, weight, and gravity, like you were mentioning. We knew it was going to take a huge team effort, not just animation, but it was going to take effects. It was going to take the engineering team, who we rely on heavily, and that combined
I just
with some
yeah, it's
animations
like
really helps
I
fill
hope
in that feeling
like it
of
sounds cool.
physics as you move
I hope
through the
it
air
is as
in ways
cool as
that
they're
you haven't
saying.
before. And the icing on the cake is going to be some really cool effects that we've added on top of all of that.
We love
so for example,
particles.
when you start hitting, maximum velocity, you're going to see contrails coming off the edges of the wings.
We've never
And
seen
then
this
as you
shit
do your
before.
rolls
Wow.
and spirals, you build up more and more speed. There's going to be some screen
Love of
effects
each
on the
little
display to
preview,
indicate
just
that
literally
you're
them
reaching
doing the
maximum
barrel roll
velocity,
spin,
which
just
really adds
non-stop.
to the overall
Well,
kind of
yeah,
immersion
it seems like they're
and sense of
reusing footage at this
reality.
point.
As players make their way through the Dragon Isles, they'll discover new cosmetic options. to
Dude, do you have a
fine-tune
beard
their
or a
Dragon Isle build's
mustache? Like, pick
appearances.
one.
things like snoots,
Snoots.
horns, tails, elusive
That was
Dragon
stuff
Isle
that
Drake
was
armor. and
was
more.
that
Knife
early in the
spikes.
thing, or was that leaked? 'Cause I feel I've seen
Okay.
that before.
We want to provide players with all new
Maybe
skills to
leaks.
play
I
with,
don't know.
as those who can use their momentum well can reach higher and higher heights and bring on new, more difficult
There's
challenges.
gonna okay.
We just
What's the
have
bet that
so
there's
many
gonna be
new
like a flying through
gorgeous
hoops
options
mini
to
game?
choose from, and I'm
Wouldn't
just so
mind
excited
that.
for all of them.
I'm excited for the whole
It
thing.
feels like
I mean,
it's
been a
like
lot of fun to
I'm not.
work
I wouldn't
on,
even
but
like
I can't
give
wait
them
to
shit because
actually
it's like you
get
almost
in
have
game,
to.
play it with you guys.
I can't wait. I can't wait to fly around Dragon Isles. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
Next up, you're going to hear about the talent revamp and the UI changes coming in Dragonflight.
This is what I care about. You probably won't, you probably won't give a shit, Elliot.
Hello, my name is Brian.
I'm Crash.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Laura. We are very excited.
I was
to share
waiting
your
for
finally
a
revamping
trans
the WoW HUD UI.
fucking
And it is
employee.
also time for a major revamp to talents and specializations.
I have a big question for the group. How long do you think it
And
took
I'm not
for us
looking
to
at the
finally
chat.
revamp the WoW HUD?
Oh,
I
I
guess
hadn't
it's
even
like
thought about
15
that.
years?
I've got mine blocked right now.
Close. 18 years.
What's this guy's? What's the?
18 years.
His name is
You know,
Crash. What the
technology
fuck
has
is his
changed a
haircut?
lot since we made the UI back in 2004. Now
I
we
like
have,
the
bigger
cool. I like the
monitors,
cool
and
dad
us, we have
vibe the guy
better
on the
dev
left has
tools
gone
to
for.
work with,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it makes sense to have the
He
revamp
was
right
he's
now.
the best looking
Also,
guy
if
they've
you
had
look
so
at the game
far.
today, they are
Probably the
evolved
best looking
beautifully
person they've
over
had
the
so far.
years. And if you look at the HUD looks like it got frozen time.
So when we approached this, we wanted to create
He
a
looks
layout
like
experience that
it
players
kinda looks
could
like Butch Hartman.
customize, move things around, adjust it to fit
He's
their needs.
Add-ons today,
Buff
they do a
Hartman.
lot for player customization.
The downside is that not everybody uses them. It's about time that everybody has the
Why do
opportunity
dumpy
to use
dudes
them,
always
that they
have that
become a part of the
stupid
base
haircut?
UI.
Yeah, and we are working very
Yeah,
closely
his
with
haircut
our
looks like a
user
speed
research
bump or
team
something.
to make sure
Allison
we are
had that
hitting the
same
goals
haircut
that
for a
our
while.
player needs.
It allowed us to add new functionality to improve accessibility in
I
a
think
lot
it's
of
like
areas,
it's
and
quote unquote
on top
trendy.
of that, we are going to be improving
It's like the
art.
balding
Yeah, so
haircut you
the
get when
art
you're like
update
before
is
you
a
give up.
big part of this project. The UI that we have today has a lot of charm and personality, and
Where are you
players have
from,
been
lady?
using that for 18 years.
I would guess
so,
Polish.
With that in mind, we want to respect the players who really like the current UI, but do a more than take to it.
I used to work
Removing
for
the clutter
Cyberpunk, but then
and
they
giving
fired
more
me.
I like her shirt.
visibility for your gameplay.
say? I can't
so
tell.
the
Wait,
new
it's
minimap,
the
it looks
druid
bigger,
symbol.
and the health bar is also much bigger. If you
Ooh.
look at the action bars,
I
and
remember
the bottom
showing
menus,
like
they have less
screenshots to like
frames,
people at uni,
and
and like
it
a
can
lot of
really
people were like,
open
"Yeah, the
up
UI
your
sucks," and it's like, "Yeah,
gameplay,
fair
so
enough."
you don't have a lot of your UI in front of you. And of course, we want to find iconic pieces from the current HUD, but we want to bring it back in a nice
The only
way.
like literally
So
the only
we
thing I
first showed
find
Lady and
iconic about the current
Griffins.
HUD
They
is like
look
it's got
so
like
nice now. And the
kinda
Horde,
like,
don't worry, we got you. You're gonna have your version as well.
okay,
So
I
let's
like
talk about
that,
the
like
edit.
having like
We are
skins
putting
for
a
it.
mode in that will
Yeah.
let players move various HUD elements around on the screen.
So I'm able to move the mini map, say, from the right corner all the way over to the left corner. Or if I want to bring my action bars from the bottom,
I mean,
and
that's
kind of put them more in the
fine,
center
but-
by my character. Those are all.
There was
things that I'll
already
be able to
add-ons
do.
for this that people made
and
like
each
years
of those
ago.
different components will have various sets of options that you'll be able to work with. They'll be able to save it, edit it, copy it, name it. Also, it'll remember which spec you're in. So if you're someone who jumps around a lot, as you switch, it will switch
that's
to whatever
helpful,
HUD layout
like,
you
genuinely.
have for that spec.
This
Well,
is
you
an
just
ongoing
said like
project.
people
We're gonna
did
keep
like there's a
working on
mod
it,
literally
so
my friend
we really want to
like
hear
when I
back from
played
you.
it and
A
gave
project
me
that we're all
to.
excited
Look
about.
at the
and we're
fucking
collaborating
doodles.
A lot on is something that's pretty UI
So
intensive,
stupid.
and that's the
But
talent
But yeah,
phase.
that's
It hadn't
not
changed in
a
a
thing
long
that
time, like you
happened.
said
They did
before.
that for this
And we really
this
started
Well, yeah,
with
of course.
how can we have players have more choice over what
Okay, is
their
that a
character
tattoo or a
has?
choker?
As you level up, we give you a new spell,
they're
or a
trans,
new
they're probably a
ability,
choker.
something that kind of makes you stronger, but it's determined by the designers. We
I
decide
don't even
the
know
order.
they're trans.
Yeah,
They
we
might not
started
be.
looking
I would
for
guess.
a system that would give players a much wider set of
Like I
options.
said, Jay.
And after
Might
looking
just
at
have
all those
fat
things,
tits,
what
you
we
know.
really returned
know.
back to was the idea of trees. But it's actually two trees. We have
Hmm.
a class tree that offer different
Big
class
tree.
utility, and then we have a spec tree that is focused on performing
Jay
your
and the
role,
dad
whether
are-
that's
are
damage,
best
tank, or
friends.
healing.
Can I just jump in and say that I personally
you, I
am
don't like
super
you.
excited about having trees come back. There's a big nostalgia hit for me.
As we said,
The
we have
only
these
the
two
only thing I
trees
like
Third
about
line
we feel like
about the
picking a
this-
specialization
about
is a
the
really
beard guy is that his
important
name is
part of
Crash. trash.
Your World of Warcraft character now.
I mean,
And
that's
so
one redeeming
we want to make
feature.
sure that when you choose
That's the only
that,
thing he's
it kind of
got.
affects
His
the
beard
trait
is
in some way.
okay and well
As
kept,
soon
but
as
his
you
hair
open
is
your talent
awful.
tree, you'll
and
see
it-
something new. The class side will have some abilities filled out for free, just kind of starting you off. in that spec you've
What does that
chosen,
remind me of?
but
That
then you'll have
person
your
reminds me of
first point to
somebody.
spend in the class tree, which could be something related to that spec or role, or it could be something from elsewhere in the class.
There's a lot of things that we can do here, and part of that is encouraging players to perhaps make combinations that they've never really been able to see in the game before. This is an
There's gonna be
opportunity to put a lot
like
more
day
art
one.
and
There's gonna be
fantasy in
guides
the
that are
actual
like, if you
talent
don't
UI
do
itself.
this, if you don't have this tree set up on your character, you are not getting in this raid.
We want you to be able to tinker with it. You know, we want you to be able to make a lot of changes at a lot of times and not necessarily have to commit. The power really is coming back to the player. It's not something we.
It's gonna.
want
That's
people
gonna.
to
It's
feel
gonna be
locked
something I'm gonna
into.
have to
And so one of the things that we'll be
have to
preserving is the
like
ability to
look
change
at
these
more in
talents.
depth, like
It's the
myself.
same
I
kind of
think before I'm
frequency
like,
that you
oh
do
yeah, that
now.
sounds cool.
Yeah, the old school
But
players, when
it's-
you see trees this time, just think, yeah, I'll go from my raid night to my arena match and figure out what I think is the best for both of those.
And that's a process we want to make really fluid. So we're building a save load feature that lets you
It looks like
create
you'd be
your
wearing
build,
SWAT armor
name
and
it,
murdering
save it, and then
civilians.
load it up very
What?
quickly.
The dad?
Talents were really
Yeah.
about the breadth of options. We've made all these different cool
He has.
things
He's
over
got
the
that
years, but
kind
when are
of
they at their coolest?
Punisher
It's when
haircut.
players can
I was literally
hold
gonna
the
say, I
building
bet
blocks
he's
of
got,
what
like, a
can make up
Punisher
their
passive.
class, their spec, and put them together in a way that works for them.
So these are.
I'd
really
like to
cool
think he's
features
not
that
going
we've been
around
working long
shooting
and hard
people,
on.
but
We're very excited about that.
I'm not gonna say he
Just
doesn't
an
look
early
the
preview
part,
of
but
the things
I
we've been doing.
look at how big his
We can't
fucking
wait to see the
arms are
reaction that
though.
you have.
He's also just
Please
looking
reach
like
out
his
to us and let us
pecs,
know your thoughts on them.
guns.
And next up, we're going to talk about professions.
That's why the
and
rest of
dragonflight.
the people also fucking busted. He took all the hand stuff.
Yeah. Profession revamp. You might
Hi,
like
I'm
this,
Joanna.
Elliot.
And I'm Eric, and we're going to talk about our plans for professions in Dragonflight.
Holmberg
Professions have been a staple
wielder.
of World of Warcraft forever, and they've seen
Wheedler.
lots of really cool incremental updates over their life. But for Dragonflight, we want to
Looks
do
like a
something a bit
hobbit.
different. We really
I
wanna
was get his
rethink
face looks like
professions
he's
and
late
figure out how to make them
20s, but
part of
he's
your
got
identity
gray
as a
hair.
player, if that's what you want.
We really want to make sure that
Joanna.
professions
Yeah,
feel
some people
fun
gray
and relevant
early, it's
across
weird.
all levels of gameplay.
That brings us to our first
like
update,
Why does he
Fencer
look like
gray,
Rubber
but-
Building
Ross?
crafting orders.
Ross?
If you want to have
Ru-
something
Rubber-
crafted
Ru-
for you, but you
Rosso-
don't
Rosso
have the
Donovan,
skill or the
whatever
right
his name
profession
is?
to do it for yourself,
Oh,
you can have it crafted
a
through a
bit.
crafting order. You can basically browse any of the recipes that can be crafted,
You remind
pick
me
the
of
one you want
fucking,
for yourself, and then you
Bilbo
include
Baggins,
some
kinda.
or all of the
A little
reagents needed for the recipe, including
Forgot his name.
ones that only you can get your hands on. You can find someone in person to do
I've
it
literally
right
not
in front
been
of you
listening to
for
anything
you.
he said.
Or you can also go to an NPC and using an auction house like interface.
I was
set an
gonna
order
say
up.
getting an
If you're doing
NPC to
this,
do it would be
you can
so
pick, do you
shit,
wanna
but
send an order
yeah,
to
but
anyone through a
I was
public
but
order,
that's
Oh,
not
he
what
hasn't
it
got
is.
no
or do you want to
choice.
only send it to your
That's not what
guild,
it is.
or
But it's
to a
so it's
specific
like so
other
it's
player.
like
Maybe it's a
just doing
friend
it through
who
the
knows
auction
will
house,
craft
which
the
is
item really
fine.
well
I think
for
that's
you.
cool.
If you are really dedicated to your craft, you're going to be the best at what you do.
One of the coolest things about this is the item you had crafted can also be soul-bound. In the past, you could only get your hands on crafted soul-bound items by having that profession yourself. Now anyone can have them crafted for them,
Oh, that's
which
kinda
is
cool.
really neat and really expands
Say,
the number of items.
this is
that
why
we
like
can provide that
guilds
are really
and shit were
powerful,
like
because everyone
essential
can have
because
them
obviously you can't like level up every profession on one
Also really cool
character.
because it means as a
So
crafter, you
so
can
y-
start
so you'd
building
want
your
like
client base. People are going to come back to you to get certain
you want like
items.
you know a
Maybe you're the
decent
best at
sized guild,
making
so you know
it,
you
or
have
you'll
like you
always
know
do a little
like a
something extra. You're
blacksmith or
also
like
gonna
a
be leveling up
tailorer,
your profession. It's
you know,
gonna be
leather
really great.
worker.
So the
You
first
know,
time
so you
you
can
go to
like make
craft,
shit for
you're gonna
the
notice a lot of different
raid
things,
or
but
you know your
probably the
group
biggest
whatever.
is the introduction of quality, both to your crafted items and your
Oh man, I
gathered
looked at the
reagents.
chat. People are
Quality
going crazy.
works in a pretty simple way. If you
What'd you
craft
say?
something that's a higher quality, it's just going to be
I
better.
looked at the
For a
chat.
piece of
People are
gear,
going
that
crazy.
probably means a higher item level.
In
If
good
it's,
way or
for
bad
instance,
way?
a potion, you know, that might mean
Both.
a more powerful
Okay.
effect at a higher
Yeah, but that's
And we're doing a lot of
as long as
big
it's not
UI.
one-sided, that's
Put a
fine.
lot of work into
I'm
it
just
to
some
make
people
sure
being
that the
positive, but
professions
it's like,
feel
and
really
then there's a lot of
special
people who are
and
actually
unique.
like
And another thing
watching
you
the
might
stream
notice
and not
in the
just
crafting UI
focusing
that's
on that
new
one bit.
is the introduction
Like
of
some people
stats,
bitching like, who gives
specifically
shit
to
about
your
craft?
professions, both crafting and
I respect
gathering.
that
This is
more
another
than being like, oh, this is gonna kill WoW, as if it's not
quality.
dead already.
Probably the biggest source of your ability to craft items.
I don't
at
like.
higher
I hate
quality
quality
is
shit in
through
games. It's so stupid. I hate it.
specializations. We've had crafting specializations
do you
in
mean?
the past, as far
Just
back
in like,
as
oh yeah,
original
like, oh,
World of
like, oh,
Warcraft. With
this
you can
color
go
of
out
item
and
means it's
earn
better than your other items.
specialization
It's like,
points a
oh, just
whole
fucking.
bunch of different ways.
okay.
So
Like it's like,
maybe
and the
you
only
find an
difference
old
is like,
book
oh, its
on a
numbers are
bookshelf
better
in a
than the
ruin
other one.
somewhere,
It's
or
like,
a hermit in a
fuck
cave
off.
who can teach you a little bit about
It's
your
just easy
profession.
and
So let's say you're a
that's all.
blacksmith.
Literally,
You
it's
might
just like
decide
you
that
know
first you
which
want to become
color
an
you want to
armorsmith.
go for.
And the more
I know,
points
but it
you
just feels like
spend in
it's like
armorsmithing,
I
the
know
better you'll
Diablo
get
does
at
it as
crafting
well, so
all
it's not
armor.
it's
It's
definitely
also
not
Lots of
new.
games, lots of games
if
do
you
it.
I
specialize
know.
one way,
It's
other people in
not
your guild
great,
may
but
specialize in a
it's
completely
simple.
different path. So this means that your guild could have several top blacksmiths, and everybody's providing something.
I guess that's cool. Like having
and
like
valuable
I
to
I
which
do
is
the best
really
sword
cool.
and I do
And
the
that
best
reminds me
armor and
of another update we're actually adding crafting tables to all the different.
Good.
crafting
I'm sick of going to a
We're gonna
fucking
take those, we're gonna
anvil
put
in
them
like
all in the main
Stormwind.
city of Valdrakken, and you're gonna go in
Oh,
there and you're
okay.
gonna get to see all the different players crafting their items at their cool crafting.
This
Yeah, it
I
means you're gonna
bet
walk into the
that
city and
Final
you're gonna
Fantasy
see, like,
XIV
all
already
these
has a lot of
alchemists huddled
this.
over here, and you're gonna see all these
This is what
blacksmiths over by the
this is
forge.
what a lot of
There'll
it
be
feels.
other
Which
players
again,
filling
I'm not
orders
gonna.
or
It's like
grabbing
if it's a
orders. It's gonna be
genuinely
whole
good
new
thing,
crafting
I'm
area
not
that's
that
gonna make you
bothered
feel
about it because
really
it's like I
part
don't
of
want to
the
play
world.
Final Fantasy XIV.
Seems like a much
I
more
want to play World of
vibrant
Warcraft.
than it has in the past.
What I'm most excited
Yeah,
about
I-
though is
they
the
absolutely
gear. We're
should just
introducing
steal,
new types
like,
of gear for every
all the good
profession.
ideas.
And when you go to say mine and node, you're actually gonna just switch into that gear. It's gonna be really great.
You're not gonna have to
Look
carry
at the
this stuff
fucking
around in
dumb
your
hat
backpack
for the
anymore.
elves.
It's actually gonna be dedicated slots for each of your pieces of gear. But I'm a numbers guy. I love progressing.
You loser.
All pieces of profession gear will have those special stats that we mentioned before on them. And as you get your hands
I'm
on
a
better
numbers
versions
guy.
of the gear,
I love
it's
lots
really
of
gonna help
numbers
you
coming and
get
doing a
better at
number
your
in my
profession.
life.
I can't wait.
Thank
I love
you
the
for
number.
tuning
It's
into the
69
Dragonflight Deep
for obvious
Dive.
reasons.
You've heard a lot about the content and changes coming in Dragonflight, and we've got a lot more in store for you in the coming months.
It looks like
Until
she
then,
probably
we'll see you in
screams at the
Azeroth.
office.
She what?
Looks like she screams at the office, like just shouts at people.
She looks like she could bench press a lot of the guys there.
Well, especially him.
Yeah, fucking twig ass. Is it over?
I guess that's it. Yeah,
It's over. Fuck.
It's over. New D&D thing come out.
What?
Forgot what it was called for a second.
Dragonflight.
Yeah. So dragons, that's cool. New race, new class.
Yeah, I mean, legit. Like it looks like positive stuff, you know.
And revamping some of the old stuff that you care about.
Knowles.
Well, some.
Knowles.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that means for World of Warcraft world, but okay.
It looks like just Knowles are going to be in the new area and they've got a new model. That's it.
Well, or like Knowles not in a lot of the game because you've been running around showing me a bunch.
Well, yeah, they pop up here and there, but I was saying before, like that's what I said. It's like their model is from 2004. So I don't know.
Yeah, they did look like they revamped them a bit.
But yeah, the new model is, I mean, at least quality wise, it looks really good. I think I'm probably gonna get sick of seeing Knoll like one big like that Knoll look. If they had like a couple different models that they could be, that'd be nice. But I'm not expecting that because
different body types.
Or just looking a bit different, because like the one like looking like they've got like one big eye. I feel like I'm gonna get sick of that look very quickly. But the magic ones look cool, and so they'll have like different skins for, and because they'll probably use that model and like put it into, you know, like replace the old like the ones the Knolls that are already in the game. They'll probably just use that new model now.
Do regular old Knolls have like one big eye?
No.
I only noticed that for one of the characters, so I'm hoping it was just
We'll
one.
see, Hogger doesn't like it's even like Hogger's in HOTS, and that's like the most modern Knoll model we've got.
No, but I'm saying just on the stream just now. I only noticed one Knoll had the big eye, but I wasn't.
Well,
paying
because it looked, but
attention.
it looked like
I guess we can go clip through now. Actually,
maybe.
Where were the Knolls? Which part was that?
It was like toward the end. Can we watch it again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All the videos are just up. Professions, dragon riding. It's in this one. This will be handy because I can just pause it. Here we go. About a minute 24. Stinky boy. Fucking stinky.
Fuck! I'm just gonna literally load your stream and watch.
Snow Knolls,
Oh, maybe I was.
or as I call them, the Snolls.
I think I was crazy.
In the winter area, and then spring
What I think one is bigger than the other. I think what it is because the head's tilted. It made it look a bit bigger.
Maybe. It is
It's going to
tilted.
be
Yeah,
around
like,
the forest
it looks
area.
like
So then we go into the big open tundra.
But so what I was because there's multiple
out
skins.
Exactly that's about.
So
Snow Knolls,
see,
or as I call them, the Snolls.
I think the one that has the one eye. I know a few of them got blind eye. Oh.
Knolls, or as I call them, the Snolls.
Okay.
Up in
I'm sick of hearing him. You know, cool. Comments?
No.
Nerf my okay.
I love how they're hunchbacked.
That's Knowles.
It's just like so funny that like every WoW creature has to have a big fat hunch.
Yeah, like unless they're a girl.
True. I still didn't really see like any of the bodies. I don't know if they're like purposely trying to like obscure or what.
The bodies
of the new dragon people. If you're like wondering if the male and the female like would have like different.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like the proper dragon. I don't know how to word. I get the dragon form and humanoid form is what I'll say. But
the human form seemed pretty normal.
Yeah, they look different, like new. But yeah,
they
I
had
get
like
you.
the proportions of elves, but they were humans or humanoid.
Yeah, they had like horns and shit, didn't they? Like I say, they look like Final Fantasy characters, which is probably
I
on.
do not like
Was he gonna say like if I play that race, I'm just gonna stay in dragon form the whole time?
Well, yeah, but when you play Puppy Race, have you like literally ever turned into a human?
I think I've done it. I've done it when I like. Oh yeah, what does my human form look like? Oh yeah, that. I'm gonna turn back now.
I don't disagree. I don't want to like.
Well, because it's like it's why not? Why would you not just play a human if you just want to be a human? I think you can like when you fight like say if you're in human form and you go and fight like as a worgen, I think you just turn into your worgen form anyway.
I mean, well, yeah, because they're gonna do like the attacks of claws and stuff.
Unless you're a mage.
Oh.
Because remember, I made that warlock. She doesn't claw at people. She's too much of a fancy lady. Look at this fucking stink ass Knoll. I love it.
You love Knoll.
I don't know why I like Knoll so much. They're just stupid.
I'm drawing.
What are you gonna draw?
I'm trying to draw a Knoll.
I'm still thinking like it's like my Knoll paladin for D&D. It's looking like we're not gonna be needing new characters or anything, but.
Oh yeah, I haven't even looked. What's the
Because I don't think Clem has voted ever, so.
He hates voting.
I've just voted for what you voted for, just normal session. But Spoon's a stinky pants, and he wanted 2 sessions with each party.
No, yeah, he just doesn't want to play.
Pretty much.
Well, Spoon's a social boy.
I was gonna say, like it's like I don't like he can do what he wants to do, and that's cool, and say whatever it pleases him. It's just that I don't like it's when like a decision like that would be like I don't get to play for a bit, and that's like I don't like that. Considering we tend to miss every other session due to
we didn't play last week.
Yeah, so that's. And obviously that's not a slight against Bodek or anything. It's like, you know, life happens.
Things happen.
And that's cool and that's fine. It's just it's like when you like every other week is fine, like that's manageable.
Those have like mains.
I mean I have like I use like the WoW model viewer on my laptop, and you can see.
I'm just drawing the thing.
Stinky. I might just like cut the stream because you know it's over.
Yeah, you did.
I'm sweaty and hungry.
You can go eat iron food.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll. So, final thoughts on World of Warcraft Dragonflight?
Hate it.
Cool. I know like it's.
I want the rock people.
I know. I
want the things I didn't even know existed until I watched the trailer.
I love that you love them.
They're fun. The dragon thing, it seems cool. I would like those rock people, but I mean,
I'm sure that like, dude, like if
they'll
we
show up.
If we if we play together, like we'll do a quest together, and then they'll like show up, and it'll be like, oh, Elliot, look, Rockman.
I go, what?
Because you're like drawing and not playing.
A dwarf? What?
Who? Elliot, you're dead. Oh, cool.
Video game.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yes.
it's
true.
yeah. I mean, I just wanted to give like closing thoughts. I guess I suppose we said most of it as it came
Well,
out.
I gave mine. Give yours.
I'm just it's like there was nothing really in there that was like, oh no, that bodes poorly. That it was like it seems like mostly pretty positive stuff that people have been wanting, and it's like it looks like World of Warcraft and not whatever Shadowlands was. Where like at Shadowlands had like 4 competing art styles and all like the gear was really weird looking and like there's some weird like afterlife bullshit and it's like oh god like there is some cool stuff in Shadowlands like it's not god awful but it's just it feels unfocused but this
Gnolls
feels
have tails. Sorry. The Gnolls have tails.
Hey, turn around, Noel. I want to say no.
I think
Because Worgans don't. Maybe they have like a oh no, they do. They do.
Okay, sorry. Go back to your thought you were saying.
I forgot what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
I was on about Shadowlands. So Shadowlands felt a bit unfocused to me, at least like visually at least. This feels focused. This feels like they've done smart things and like, hey, what worked in previous stuff? Like, I need like it's because like I said, it's not nostalgia for me. Like, but I can go back and play I've played through a good portion of Wrath of Lich King, and I'm like, yeah, this kicks ass because it looks good. And a good art direction doesn't age, so. And it's just like if you just like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like yeah, if you've got like if you know if your like visual language and your art direction is just solid, then it's like it's gonna last, and people are gonna be more appreciative of that than some random forgettable thing that doesn't even really know what it wants to be.
But yeah, that's the one thing you can say about WoW is like it isn't trying to just like be realistic or upgrading like of every generation. It's refining the style it's chosen.
Yeah, but that's what it's at least with this it is. But it says that's what.
But yeah, like you said, it looks very pretty, but it's not trying to be like high resolution crazy art. It's just
it's very stylized. It's its own. It wants to have its own visual identity.
Yeah,
but that's but you say that, and I agree with it. It felt like they kind of lost that in Shadowlands.
Well, maybe I didn't play. So
I know. It's just from what I've played through it, and
well, if it was meant to be like kind of dark and like gritty, then there's a lot of like things when people do that where it's kind of murky or like dark.
It's we'll say Shadowlands. The thing with Shadowlands is that it's like you go into all these places of the afterlife in Warcraft. Like so everything's like the 4 places have got their like really rigid visual styles. Like there's the rotting death afterlife, there's the vampire afterlife, there's the angel afterlife, and there's the fairy afterlife. Like, and I don't know, just a lot of there wasn't. I think like the zombie one had like the best looking stuff in it. So, but then everything I liked the vampire one, but it's a lot of the stuff looked really samey. Like every NPC looked the fucking same, and it was really like it didn't look good, which was a shame.
What was the content you were playing with Spoon a while ago? There was like you're like in a godly realm place with like these angel people.
I think that would be Shadow. Like I think yeah, so that would be Shadowlands, and it's like that's Bastion, the heavenly angel place. That's where you go if you're a good boy.
Good.
Which being fair, that one, like that area is probably like the prettiest.
Well, yeah, I remember watching it. I did look, or did I didn't play that with you, did I?
No, because you wouldn't have got a character to level 50.
Okay, so I must have just watched it then.
Yeah. It's like we would have like played like Battle for Azeroth, but it's like me and Spoon already did it on the hard side, and I didn't really want to play it again because I didn't really like it. And we would have played for like another hour, before you hit 20 and you couldn't play anymore. I know. I think it sucks. I think there should be more like I don't know how they do it, but it's like I think that like give free players a bit more time to like play the game. I don't know.
No, fuck you. How
Fuck
dare
you.
you ask such?
Well, yeah, I was saying before, it's like because like you got like you level to 60 now after Shadowlands because they squished the level, which is like it feels like it's almost like like if you're just leveling a character to like for like you want to like like get to Shadowlands or your latest expansion or you want to like get to a raid or something. It's like that's like fast leveling, good. Like that's good for that. And then saying especially since I've got a lot of characters. Oh, hello. Is that you? Interrupting me with your fucking funny box.
Oh, I thought it would say the thing on stream. I was just being cheeky.
This is boring. Play GTA or Fortnite. What was I saying?
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
I did the leveling thing. Yeah, so yeah, you level to 60, but it's like yeah, that's good. Like for someone like me, who I have a lot of different characters because I want to like. I guess that's why I've been making so many characters because I've been wanting to do different things and like explore more of the content. But it's like I've gotten characters to level 40 really quickly in like a week. Like especially with like doing dungeons and stuff, you level up really quickly.
And it's like I said, like I played with you and I leveled like 10 levels. I know
we only played for a couple hours, didn't we? And you got to level 10. Which
well,
like
I didn't even like really play that much.
Yeah, and it's I mean, but you would with us and you were doing the quests, so you were getting the XP. So
after a bit, but yeah, I do. Yeah,
you get more. You get most of the XP you get is from quests. So
okay.
But yeah, you don't get a lot from killing monsters. Like you can't just like hit stuff and to level up. You need to do quests because you get a shit ton of XP for them. But it's like I also don't mind like with that starting area. I don't mind it being quick because then it's like you quickly get to do what you want to do. It's like you hit 10. You're done that area, and then you can go time walking or do like Battle for Azeroth if you really want to do that. I guess, but yeah, it's nice that you have that option. It's like, it's cool. But it's like it's like what I've been noticing lately. It's like I on my tank, my dwarf that I showed you, Stormax. He's a he's a tank. He's a paladin, and I was doing dungeons because it was like, oh yeah, I'm a tank. Like that's a kind of sought after role because I'm not damaged, so I'm probably gonna get into a dungeon fairly quickly. And it's like you got a lot of XP for that, but it's like he's like level 40 now, and that's 10 off. Once you reach 50, you can't time walk anymore. So it's basically like you hit 50 and it wants you to do Shadowlands. And it's but it's like he's not even done he's been to like 2 or 3 zones in the Wrath of Lich King, but it's like he hasn't done everything in them, and there's like 6 more zones in Wrath of Lich King, so he can't do all the content that's in there. He can't do it. Like so it's like you'd have to like make another character if you want to do more of it. It's like you could do the quest, but it's like they wouldn't like you would just breeze through them because you're too high level. And there's not really, and any gear you get would be useless because it's too low level. So to have it to do that content and it to like be impactful, you would just basically just make a new character. Which is like I think that's something that people like preferred in Classic, like that kind of journey through leveling your character. Because say when you hit 60 in like Shadowlands, obviously you start leveling, so like you're doing stuff and you're not getting XP, so you're just kind of like it doesn't feel like you're progressing until you get a new item that ups your item level, and it doesn't feel as good as leveling up because you don't feel like you're progressing. You're just making a number go up. Which yeah, I don't. I mean, obviously, if you're a numbers guy like that guy, that's fine. But for me, it's like I don't know. I like to have a bit more feedback and like from the game. So
Well, I don't know because there's no end to it, so there's no final point you're meant to reach in the game. So progression is like
well, it's like you reach 60 and you're meant to do end game content, but it's like there's so much shit in Shadowlands. It's like you've reached
no, but you do end game content, and then like there's no like the end. Like there's no end.
No.
Like it's been out almost 20 years, and there's no like, all right, you've beat the game, you can stop playing now. It's just like, all right, now go do dungeons.
Yeah.
So there's no end. You have to, as a player, decide when you've had enough, and most players are greedy piggies. They want more.
More. I've cleaned my plate. I want more.
Please, my plate is slick clean. More for me.
Stop licking the plate.
No.
Oh, I need every drop. No, you're right. I get you, dude. Like,
I mean, it doesn't discount what you're saying, because like
no,
that
but
could be worked on, but
yeah,
like
I think
like this, there's no
yeah,
end.
it's a difficult problem, but it's
It's not. You just have to give like an end game like quest thing. Like
well, that's
think
what
about
Shadowlands
Skyrim.
is.
Is it though?
Because like basically, like you hit 50, you start doing Shadowlands, and say, but even like you're not even.
But they're
like,
adding this new expansion. I don't assume like that it's meant to be before Shadowlands, like content wise. Like
I don't.
like if I
God,
jumped
I don't
in
know.
now, I don't think it'd be like you all right, go do the dragon shit. You're done with the dragon shit. Okay, now you can play Shadowland.
I'm hoping this might be how they do it. It's like maybe you hit 50 and then you can go to Dragonblight or Shadowlands.
Well, like there's the options for like end game shit.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
either that or, but it seems like you can like it sounded like it's a whole new zone that you could level in. So maybe it's like, just make a new character and like do that.
Well, they're saying like those dragon people like start like level 53.
Yeah, I don't know what he meant by it because he started at 58. Like it's like did he not realize what the level cap is?
Well, maybe not. Maybe
I'm not.
I
was a bit confused by that because the max level is 60. So do you just like hit 60 and then you just do the Dragonflight quests? Like I don't know. I guess we'll know more like when.
But that's kind of sucks because that means literally you can only like the dragon people only exist for this content really.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it didn't say like you can't start at like 50 if you're doing this content. It's
well,
just like
they said they're a hero class and you start at 58. So, but hero classes start at 10 now. So I don't understand. Because like if you make a Dragon Knight or a Demon Hunter, you start at level 10. Like
I think these characters exist just for the DLC or this new expansion.
Maybe that's.
I mean,
not,
yeah, because like if
it's not
it's
impossible.
one class, it's built, and like we were looking at. I mean, I don't know if you were, but I was paying attention like to the landscape. It's a lot of like mountains and like
Shit
hilly
you're meant
areas.
to fly on.
Well, yeah, exactly, and it seemed like you said there was free like control of the flight. It wasn't just like just fly on a path.
I would call the mounted like the flying mount like that the flying that's in the game now. I'd call it I would call it functional.
Well,
it is literally like XYZ movement, whereas the new flying thing that is flying, that is like cool, like doing spins and all that.
Like yeah, the guy tried to make it look cooler than they managed, but like it was like free diving, then it like turned up the last second very like mechanically, but it did do it.
Yeah, it looked okay.
It looked okay. It's just like I'm sure it was like more impressive, like
it was a trailer, isn't it? They're trying to hype it up. I know. I do know what you're saying though. So I've still got this image of a knoll up. What were you saying? What were you saying?
What?
What were you saying?
I I I don't know. Did you see the thing I drew?
Yes.
Okay. No.
Oh. Were you like? Did you like yawn or something?
What? I do not know what you're talking about.
Because you like made a noise and it sounded like it cut off or something, so I didn't know what it was.
Oh, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, what doesn't matter then.
Well, yeah, there's nothing I could think. It's just
I just thought you were gonna say something, and I wanted to give you the chance to say it.
I'm gonna say, I just think the liberals have gone too far.
Making World of Warcraft.
Making World of Snorcraft, you know.
Makes me snooze.
World of Warcraft would be good if it's just piggies.
Fucking big oinky tusk pig race.
Oh, now I'm thinking of like that like the scene dog, whatever, like a rune beetlescape or whatever.
Oh, a rune scarab.
Yeah, and it's just like World of Warcraft. It's just like orcs are like pig people.
That's okay. There is I mean, you fought them when we played. There's the Quillbore.
Oh, oh.
The like hedgehog pigs.
I hate it. I like the little seals or the walrus people.
Oh, the Tuskar, yeah.
It's not a baby.
The fucking big bulgy eyes.
That's something they should they should do is like remodel all like the kid races.
It looks like they're making a start with that.
Well,
they didn't.
Like,
they didn't. They
Lily's
didn't.
big Mega Bloks head, then the humanoid like kids are just like scaled down freakazoids.
The older child.
The old ones
model.
were, anyways. I don't know if there was any new.
The older child models for like humans and stuff were really bad. I think it looked like a model they ported from Warcraft 3.
Oh no.
That's it. Like, and to the Pandaren kids are very blocky looking. They look like teddy bears.
Blank unit can only follow you and.
What?
Warcraft 3 reminded me of that one half orc lady.
Oh, Garona.
Yeah, and like how it said like in Warcraft 3 on the wiki page.
You can hack it to control her, but all she can do is move around and die.
Good.
I loved how very matter of fact that wiki entry was.
My fella had some japes.
But yeah, I think I'll cut the stream here because we've had a big fat gab about Snorcraft.
Mm-hmm.